bad thing. I mean, why can't you have flags in classrooms? You have flags of different countries. You know, you want to learn about that. The LGBTQ plus community is a significant group of people in the United States that exist, that historically have been oppressed. They are part of American history. So why is that a bad thing?
I never said it was a bad thing to have gay flags in classroom.
You just brought it up as like, oh, it's being pushed on children. You're saying I'm against pushing it on children.
It is 100%.
I just think that if we are going to subject this kind of ideaism, it should be after high school.
Oh my fucking! Wait, Can I ask you? Wait. He said it should be after high school. Do you remember taking sex ed in school?
I do.
Okay, what grade was that?
I think it was like 7th or 8th grade.
Okay, fantastic. So it's between 6th and 8th grade. So if we're teaching kids like things about sexual reproduction, and we can teach kids about straight people, why can we not also teach kids that there are other things?
Because there is only male and female.
No. You just said gay pride flags. So if people are gay and we want to,
because that's something we made up. Okay,
what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you?
That was a bad way of wording it.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? That was a bad way of wording it.
Yeah,
that was a bad way of wording it, motherfucker.
It seems like you're wording things poorly a lot.
Yeah, these are fucking people's lives, dude. People's lives.
I mean, you guys do debate every day.
Can you guys both?
Yeah, I don't debate like this every day. All right.
Okay, I'm kind
of up on a stage here.
That's great. Then you can fucking leave. You can fucking leave if you want. But I'm just saying, like, again, these are people's lives who want to love who they want to love and be happy doing it. And both of you up here with 6.3 thousand people saying things like that can demonstrably hurt people by you just being like, you made up being gay, when there's people in the comments who literally just want to live a life loving who they love. And again, and that's fine. I understand people misspeak. I'm just saying, you got to be careful because I can do a lot of harm. And number two, going back to the point, as a straight white male myself, why the fuck do you care? If somebody comes up to me and they say my pronouns are they, them, or I am transgender, or fantastic. Does that make you happy? Good. Then let's talk. Let's be friends. It has no effect on me. Like, this is just so strange to me. Going back to the point of why do you give a fuck?
I just said that if I saw someone on the street, I would not treat them differently at all.
Okay, so why are we having this conversation?
Because I'm a Christian and I believe there are only two genders.
Okay, so
what does you being Christian have to do with that?
There's God only meant for there to be male and female.
How do you know that?
God didn't mean for you to be such a fucking idiot, but here we are. I mean, he also probably didn't intend for you to vote.
Chris, you got me there, bro.
God also probably did. Let me ask you this: did God intend for you to vote for the guy who was found liable for sexually abusing a woman?
I did not vote for Donald Trump. I didn't vote in the election.
Okay. Well, would you have voted?
Are you 18?
Yes, I'm 18 years old. I turned 18 in November.
Okay, so if you were 18 on time, would you have voted for Donald Trump?
I was 18 on time. I didn't know enough facts.
Okay, knowing
what you know now, would you vote for Donald Trump?
Right this second, yes. We haven't talked anything about
pause. So you're a man, again, you're a man of Christ. Donald Trump, when he gets on stage a month before the elections talking about E. Jean Carroll being found liable for sexual abuse and referencing now another woman, and he says, who has accused him of sexual abuse, and he says, quote, they're going to say it's terrible that I say this, but it's the truth. It couldn't have happened. It didn't happen because she wouldn't have been the chosen one. She wouldn't have been the chosen one, end quote. Is that a statement you support?
Not at all.
Right. So again, you're talking about voting for a man who is literally building a culture of sexual abuse in America where dudes think it's okay because he's found liable and can pay E. Jean Carroll and go disobey the court's orders.
There's no evidence.
Okay. Can you shut the fuck up for a second? Again, like I'm 22 years old.
Who the fuck are you talking to, bro? Like, you're not that much older than me.
I'm talking.
I'm 22 years old.
Okay, yeah, that wasn't my point. Obviously, I'm not. We're like the same.
The dude just
age.
got kicked for hateful behaviors, and the live just got flagged.
Well, good. So again, it's not about me being older. I'm just saying you and I can both relate to the fact that when I go out to like college bars or I'm hanging out with people or I'm at a frat party, there are dudes, subconsciously or consciously, who believe it's okay to touch a woman any type of way or do things to women that is grossly inappropriate because the president of the United States got away with it because he brags about it. He's found liable for it and it doesn't matter. He's still voted for. And when I make comments like asking you about him saying that I wouldn't have done it because she's not my type, she looks gross and disgusting, she's a fat pig, and you just say, oh, yeah, it's fine, I would have voted for him anyway. That's not very, I certainly don't think you're a Christian or you at least have those values.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Because the fact that someone would make a decision based on another person's decision, if Donald Trump told you to jump off a bridge, would you do it? Not you, but I'm talking, in general for any conservative.
What?
Obviously not. You're saying that people are acting the way Donald Trump does. If you're a grown adult who's able to vote, you should not like. It's just so stupid that you would even say that.
Okay.
That you would. That you would. It's not like that you would sexually abuse a woman because the president did. If
Really?
you were,
Do you think like the president of the United States and like speaking to the country has like an effect at all on like America's culture or like the youth?
100%
I remember Donald Trump was elected when I was born in 2002, which means 2008 I was pretty young, but like I remember looking up at the TV and trying to understand why it was important Obama got inaugurated. And you know what I was looking at? A man who is a family man who was very kind, had integrity, a great speaker, somebody I aspired to be. So you're telling me that when 10 and 11 and 12-year-olds are looking up at the TV and they see Donald Trump bragging about how women are fat, disgusting pigs, do you think that affects them? Or are you just fucking stupid?
Yeah.
Did your parents vote for Trump? Are they just walking around like with their heads cut off too? I mean, I don't know what the fuck to say. If you can't understand how the president of the United States would affect people, like the culture of America and how people act, then I don't know what to tell you.
I understand that the president of the United States has an effect on the people of America. That's not what I said at all. But I'm saying when it's something as vulgar and disgusting as that, I don't think many. You said when you go to college bars, are there 12-year-olds at college bars, numbnuts? Huh? Right? Because you're saying these guys at college bars are saying they would do this stuff. But, I mean, you just said then now you're referencing 10, 11, 12-year-olds looking up at Donald Trump.
Right.
That's why my point was grown adults, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't even know.
Okay, so I got you there. I mean...
Yeah, I think I was referencing in your argument. All right. Nice.
I don't even know what the fuck just happened. What do you? Can you like? I'm sorry, I was reading.
What he said made no sense. Essentially,
that's what I'm
talking about.
Perfect sense.
No, it didn't. Obviously, I'm talking about two separate groups of people. I'm talking about the fact that like the president can like obviously builds culture in America or children who may be looking up to this person. And Donald Trump says some really vulgar things about all sorts of people. And number two, in that, a lot of the kids who are 18. What year were you born?
2006.
Yeah. Okay. 2006. So in 2016, you were 10 and Donald Trump was interviewing with The Hill saying E. Jean Carroll, he wouldn't have sexually abused her because, quote, she wouldn't have been my type, inferring that he would have if she was prettier. You were in 2019. I wasn't that much older than you, but you were pretty young and impressionable in 2019. And now you're 18 and I'm sure when you're fucking 19, you've got to fake like everyone else and go out to bar. I'm not saying you would do that, but do you see my point?
I see your point. Yes, I do. Okay. But I was saying, I definitely agree that 10, 11, 12-year-olds would definitely be influenced by Donald Trump. And I do think that other college students and college kids are influenced by the president of the United States. But I'm saying when it's something to that extent, I think you could use your common sense to realize that is wrong. You don't do that.
Wait. If that is the argument, then why is he if adults can use their common sense to say, wow, that is really vulgar and disgusting, then why the fuck is he the president?
I think it just comes down to what he does for the country. I just think it's better than Kamala Harris.
See, like, there's just like this that I just don't. I can't.
Do I have to agree with everything Donald Trump says? Like,
no,
I'm sure
just
you
saying,
have disagreements with Joe Biden.
Of course, I have disagreements with Joe Biden. I'm just saying that, like, you are suggesting that something Donald Trump has said frequently is so outrageous that if you are an adult in the United States, you should be able to easily tell that it's gross, disgusting, and move on. But he's the fucking president. It's clearly not obvious to him.
Right.
I mean, that seems like a really bad argument.
I mean, it's not really a bad argument, but I see what you're saying. But like I said, it comes down to what he does for the country is better. Like Kamala Harris wants to open our borders and let undocumented immigrants. Dude. It is true.
No, it's not.
Donald Trump wants to get rid of all the undocumented immigrants because they're breaking a law by entering to this country illegally.
It's so tiring.
It's kind of a slap in the face to
it's so
the
fucking tiring.
immigrants that came in here
Please,
legally.
what proposal did Kamala Harris put forward that opens the border?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, because you couldn't tell us because it doesn't exist.
I haven't looked into it either. I haven't looked into it.
Okay, so then if you haven't looked into it, why are you claiming that Kamala Harris wants to open the border?
I know that's a common idea, and you know that too.
It's a common lie. That's what it is. It's a common lie that's put out by Donald Trump and other Republicans.
Marty, let me ask you a question. What policy did Joe Biden implement that caused the border to be like wide open?
I know. Oh my god, you guys are trying to get like a gotcha
no,
moment.
it's not a gotcha. We're asking these things because one of the reasons we really dislike Trump is he pushes an absurd amount of disinformation on the American public. And so, like when you say it's like a common idea to let illegal immigrants in, nobody's saying that. Nobody supports that. It's just a straight lie from Donald
He doesn't
Trump.
want to get rid of them though.
Joe Biden deported a slightly higher percentage of people than Donald Trump through his 4 years. Did you know that?
I did not know that actually.
Yeah, according to Border Patrol. Right. So again, if there was some policy that the border was wide open and he didn't want to deport anybody, we'd see Border Patrol encountering people, arresting them, and then their deportation rate being much lower. But we didn't see that. So again, it's just like Donald Trump lies so outrageously and continuously, it's unbelievable. It's just a lie.
I mean, you can't lie that Kamala Harris is okay with undocumented immigrants in this country. You cannot lie.
Kamala Harris is interested in a pathway to citizenship for a lot of people, but she's not interested in having the border wide open and people just walking across the border.
Yeah. Well, what do you have to say about these illegal immigrants coming into the country who are breaking the law? That being a slap in the face to the illegal immigrants that have come here illegally even don't like it. So if you're going to try to push this racist rhetoric,
Marty,
it's not going to work.
Racist rhetoric? What? No, what this says to us is that the folks who are trying to come in legally should have it be made easier for them to do so. We should make the process more efficient and easier for people to come in legally, which incentivizes people to come in legally. We know this because when Joe Biden implemented and expanded humanitarian parole to more countries, within a year, the countries that it applied to, illegal immigration from those countries went down by 60% because people are actually interested in coming in legally. It's just impossible to do so. So people turn to undocumented means to come into the country. So why don't we just make the process easier while also not demonizing folks who might have come into the country undocumented or people who overstayed a work permit and green card?
Because there are way more undocumented immigrants coming in under Joe Biden's administration.
That's not true. The overwhelming majority of people who have come in recent years are legal immigrants. They've come in through the asylum system, which inherently means that they are legal.
They're assaulting women, committing crimes.
That's not true. Undocumented
so
migrants commit significantly less crime than native-born Americans across the board. Undocumented migrants commit less crime than other legal immigrants.
Can I? Yeah, on that point again, that what Harry's referencing was actually two separate studies. One done by the Texas state government that's from 2012 to like 2018 that showed undocumented people are much less likely to commit violent crimes than native-born Americans and documented migrants, and like a study by a couple professors at different universities analyzing violent crime data over 54 years and coming to the same conclusion. Do you notice how, like, and again, I'm not trying to say you were engaging in this, but you would understand how people may view what you just said as racially motivated because you are assuming.
No.
Okay, can I finish? You just said that undocumented people coming across the border are committing these heinous atrocities. You're suggesting that a group of people, just because they are that group of people, are more likely to be committing violent crimes because why? They're violent, they're savages, they don't know how to live in our culture because they're less than people. Again, when Donald Trump said these same things at the debate, I remind you that like in Springfield, Ohio, schools were shut down for multiple days from bomb threats. Haitian migrants were attacked and vandalized. Their children had to stay in their homes and were vandalized. And all they wanted to do was they were A, legal, and B, work in the community. So again, you are literally suggesting a group of, and I'm not saying you're intending to do this, but when you say it like that, you're suggesting a group of people is so savage and unhuman-like that when they come into our culture, they cannot live here. And that's racism.
The people of Springfield, Ohio literally said...
No, they didn't.
Oh.
The people of Springfield...
Did.
No, really? Is that why the Republican governor of Ohio said there was no credible threat?
He did say that.
The Springfield sheriff, who was the sheriff for 25 years, said that there was no evidence and Donald Trump was using politics to ruin his community. Other police officers said that. Multiple people...
a video.
The video you're referencing is the video originally posted by Donald Trump of a woman eating a cat. She was she was a U.S. born citizen and she was in
Ohio.
Springfield.
Born in Ohio. And by the way, the place that she was in was an hour away from Springfield.
That's the video you're referencing. That's the first video Trump posted. Again, another falsifiable lie. You are literally suggesting that a group of people are so unhuman that they can't live. You're actively engaging in the textbook definition of racism, but you're too fucking stupid to realize it. How do you feel that hate? Again, you understand that like the people of Springfield, not only did all of the elected officials, The mayor, the governor, the sheriff, a lot of them Republicans, say that this was gross and disgusting and ruined their communities. We understand that like people in Springfield came out and were like, my kids cannot go to school because there are bomb threats. Haitian,
too fucking stupid to realize. Do you think I spend every fucking day researching politics?
Okay, so
bro?
again, now
this is your profession, bro.
We're not talking about politics right now. We're talking about suggesting that a group of people. Let's try critical thinking skills. If you believe that illegal Haitian migrant are eating cats and dogs, would you agree with the logical statement? You're implying, I'm inferring, that Haitian migrants are so savage-like or animalistic that they cannot live in our culture because they do gross and disgusting things because of who they are as people.
I'm not suggesting that at all.
Then what are you suggesting when you think that Haitian migrants eat cats and dogs?
When did I ever say? I said video.
You said there was a video.
I said that exact phrase.
Okay, fine. Donald Trump said that. So what is he suggesting when he says that?
So am I Donald Trump?
No, but I'm asking you. You're not. I'm asking you. What do you think Donald Trump means when he says that?
Sorry, someone said McFly. I thought that was fine.
Why is it not reasonable? The assumption I just made.
It is reasonable, but I'm just saying that.
Okay.
I'm just saying that I think I've heard that undocumented migrants are
not true.
Yeah, and I
more
heard
likely
that I'm
to commit a crime.
and I'm heard that I'm 6'8" and in the NBA.
Wait,
but
do you support undocumented immigration?
No, Marty,
illegal immigration?
No. The answer again, we've been over this 100 times, but the answer to what you're assuming because your parents have Fox News on their 75-inch TVs all fucking day long is just it's a falsible lie. It is so unbelievable. No, it's so unbelievably untrue.
75-inch TV. I don't know why you're making that.
It's so falsibly untrue, or it's so clearly untrue. Like so many things Donald Trump says, it doesn't live in reality. It's not true. It's why we hate him. And furthermore, I have a question. How many unemployed people are there in the United States?
I can't tell you the number.
Okay, so the number would be 7.1 million. That's our unemployment rate, meaning people who are actively in the labor market searching for a job and don't have a job. 7.1 million. So, and how many open jobs are there?
Again, I can't give you that.
Yeah,
number.
the answer is roughly. Yeah, the answer is roughly 7.8 million. And so, the other thing you're not realizing, because I know that like a lot of what we care about in this instance is not moral but economic. It's like if you do this like mass deportation thing, it's going to send the U.S. into a massive recession, like every economist ever would cite. Because there's not enough people to work. There's not enough native-born Americans to work every single job. Our labor force is like really far too small. And so actually a lot of this documented and undocumented immigration is the reason the U.S. has the strongest economy on the face of the planet right now. And if we were to deport a bunch of people, it would crush our economy because businesses would have to close because they wouldn't find anyone to work for them.
I mean, I can't. I'm trying to think of a good argument. I can't give you really a good argument on the economy because I'm not.
There's not one.
Well, also, I'd be happy to have a conversation with you about the economy, but I can't really debate you on it because I don't really know much about each like candidate's economy because it doesn't really apply to me, which is also one of the reasons why I didn't vote. Because I think that's one of the major reasons, one of the major things that people look for when they're voting,
That's fair. That makes sense. I mean, I respect, if you feel like you're not educated enough to vote, not voting, I respect that.
Yeah. But I just can't really get over, I've been up here for a while, so I'll let you go soon, but I can't really get over this woke rhetoric, man.
What woke rhetoric are you talking about here?
I just think that the U.S. is becoming more like a bunch of snowflakes now because of like I said, you can tell me it's not true, but the stuff they're pushing on the youth is bad. Man.
There's nothing being pushed on the youth.
How do you know?
You're seeing things on Fox News. You're hearing things from Donald Trump. You're probably on Twitter or X, whatever you call it. And you're scrolling and you see all these different Republican accounts saying, oh, they're pushing on the kids, this or that. That's not a thing. It's not true. It's not being pushed on the youth. The math teacher's not making your kid gay.
I mean, it's not that. It's just they're pushing the, and don't take this the wrong way. Don't twist my argument. I don't like how they're pushing the trans stuff on the youth.
But that's not happening.
Because it is though.
Where?
This is going to sound like an insane argument. This is going to sound like something that a troll would say when they come up. But there are literally, yeah. Thank you. There are literally litter boxes in public schools.
All right.
That's not true. That has been debunked over and over and over again. There are no
Debunked by
litter
who?
boxes in schools.
Are
By
there?
fact checkers. We can look this up. You want me to look it up for you right now and fact check it for you here?
I would like that. Yeah.
Look, what I recommend everybody does all the time when you like see new information that you think when you see some new information that you think is like kind of startling, you're like, wow, that sounds crazy. Look, NBC News, here's an article. How an urban myth about litter boxes in schools became a GOP talking point. At least 20 Republican politicians have claimed that schools. At a luncheon for Republican, this might take a while. In Mesa County last week, Colorado Representative Lauren Boebert warned that educators are putting litter boxes in schools for people who identify as cats. To a person not steeped in the culture war battles over gender identity that have engulfed school districts nationwide, it's kind of a claim that sounds bizarre and confusing. The week before, on September 29th, Minnesota GOP gubernatorial nominee Scott Jensen asked during a campaign stop, why do we have litter boxes in some school districts? And during a legislative hearing last month in Tennessee, 2 Republican state lawmakers discussed the growing crisis of public schools providing litter boxes for children. At least 20 conservative candidates and elected officials have claimed this. Every school district that has been named by those 20 politicians said either to NBC News or in public statements that these claims are untrue. There is no evidence that any school has deployed litter boxes for students to use because they identify as cats.
Okay, well, if I know from personal experience that there's stuff going on that is
What
disgusting.
personal experience?
A friend of mine's mother is a school teacher, elementary school.
And what?
That's right. A friend of mine,
Yeah.
brother's sister's dog's cat,
And,
through a Facebook message that.
Dude, that's hilarious.
What did this teacher say? What did this teacher say?
I don't know why you're laughing. It's not that funny. It's fucking gross, actually.
All right, can you just tell me what the fuck your friend's moms said?
Oh, gee, I don't know if we're fucking talking about litter boxes and bathrooms. Maybe it has something to do with that.
So your friend.
Oh, so she.
Your friend. Wait, hold on. Your friend.
No, say it.
Wait. Hold on, Marty. I'm trying to understand. I just want to be clear here. So your friend told you that his mom said this, correct? Or you heard it from her?
I heard it from her.
Okay. And this was your friend's mom.
And your mom's a teacher. And your friend's mom's a teacher.
Yeah, you want to know their fucking.
Yeah, what did she say? Like, what exactly did she say?
I just told you what she said.
That there are litter boxes in her classroom.
There's definitely got to be like more than that. Like, she definitely went on, like, told a story.
Honestly, dude, she really didn't tell a story.
Okay, so she said to you.
We were just having a discussion about the woke rhetoric, and that was the topic that came up.
Okay, and she said that in her school specifically, that there were litter boxes?
Yes. She said that, and then she said there are other teachers in the school who are obviously leftists, and the stuff that they put in their classroom. Because when you're an elementary school teacher, you have a teacher aide.
Okay, got it. Wait. So pause. So this is an elementary school teacher.
Yes.
And
some elementary schools go from K through 8.
Yep. Okay.
So it's titled elementary school, but they do cover 7th and 8th grade as well.
Okay. And so she
private
works
school.
it's a friend's mom works in an elementary school who says that right now in that elementary school there are elementary school students using litter boxes in bathrooms.
Yes, from it's separated into 2 sections. You have the K through 4, K through 5 and 6 through 8, and in the middle school portion is where it's all happening.
Okay. And she like, and again, I'm just trying to understand like how this conversation went. It was like, was there any talk about like, did she say something about it? Has she tried to do something, or she just kind of mentioned it in passing? Was there like a story attached, or is that really it?
Bro, he's obviously fucking lying. Like, this is not a thing.
Why would I be lying?
Of course. Or his friend's mom doesn't fucking work in elementary school.
Doesn't work in elementary
school. Why would I be
right?
lying?
I'm just trying to understand, okay? Just hold on. Hold on. So did she say she had to say more than this. Like, did you ask like why that's happening, or if she's done anything?
Yes, I did ask why that's happening. She literally said, "I don't know." 3 words. It's fucking weird.
And she said that did she say where the litter boxes were placed?
In the bathroom.
Like both the men and the women's bathroom?
No, just the male bathroom. I don't know why, just the male bathroom.
There is litter boxes in the men's bathroom.
That's just.
And I'm Jamar Chase.
No, you're not.
I mean,
and if you
no, really, I wasn't aware. I thought I was.
You want to argue about this, but like there are so many Americans that voted for Donald Trump. So I don't know how you can always say that.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
am I right?
And guess what? There's a bunch of people in Germany who voted for a party that appointed this guy with a mustache, and they all loved him because they said he was going to be a strong leader and fix the economy. We know
Are
how
you
that works.
comparing Trump to him?
No,
No.
no. Oh my God, no. What I'm comparing is your argument that like, I act like you're crazy, but a bunch of Americans voted for this. I'm like, okay, I don't care how if 99% of the country did it or 1%. It doesn't change.
Do you think the 2020 election was rigged? I'm not saying it wasn't.
No.
I'm asking you.
No.
Then why was there? All right, tell me why the CIA was involved. What are you making that face for?
The fucking CIA involved in what? Please keep going.
The Russian spyware at Hunter Biden's laptop. Why was the federal government silencing freedom of speech during the presidential election?
We never had a
So,
chance.
yeah,
We never had a chance. We never had no. We never had a chance. I swear to fucking God, we never had a chance.
Just for the record, the federal government you're talking about was the federal
Never had a
government
chance
controlled by
doing what?
Donald Trump.
Yeah,
The federal government you're talking about was the federal government controlled by Donald Trump.
Okay,
Trump was still president at that time.
Why is the federal government silencing freedom of speech?
Why is Donald Trump silencing
Why are they not
freedom of
allowed to talk about
Well, it's also, by the way, it's not freedom of
There's a study
speech.
showing-
It's not freedom of speech. They just simply asked social media companies to take down their posts. There was not a demand. They said, "Hey, we think you should do this." This was
And
made
there's a
under
study
Donald Trump.
shown that one in
And-
every 4 voters would have changed their vote given this information.
and
Joe Biden
those
won
are
by was it
bullshit
41,000,
polls. There's absolutely
42,000
no
votes?
There's bullshit
That would've
polls.
changed
There's
the
absolutely no
election.
way of knowing if they're accurate. We also don't know what information they're saying was actually contained on this laptop or not. So a lot of those polls are just crap. Second of all, was Donald Trump's administration who was doing this. You're talking about a time when Donald Trump was president. Third of all, please don't talk to us about the federal government suppressing free speech and it's the Democrats who want to do it. Donald Trump just yesterday called for MSNBC to be taken off the air because they don't like him. It's infringing on the freedom of the press and the freedom of speech.
Did you support when Donald Trump said that he was going to jail people who burned the American flag?
Bro, he makes it hard to defend him.
And by the way, the Supreme Court, the very conservative Supreme Court, pretty much handpicked by Trump, already ruled on that social media thing you're talking about, and they ruled in favor of the Biden administration 6-3, saying that they did not infringe on any social media sites.
They are able to communicate with social media companies.
Yeah, believe it or not, the government has a First Amendment right, and so that's why, like under the Trump administration, every single fucking day he would get up and look at CNN in the eyes and be like, "You're fake news. Your story is trash. I hate you." And obviously, like privately, the White House would say the same thing to CNN, but CNN didn't feel pressure to do anything because the government actually has a First Amendment right. So when the SCOTUS reviewed that case and they looked at all those emails that the Biden administration was sending, most of them were like, "This looks perfectly like normal communication." And in fact, if we look at the stats, most of the time, companies like Facebook and Twitter just denied the request of the federal government to take down information. More than 50% of the time, they just said no. The reason that you're hearing about that now by people like Mark Zuckerberg and all this is because of authoritarianism, right? So Trump, 2-3 years ago, said that he was going to go after Mark Zuckerberg, prosecute him, take down Facebook because they were saying bad things about him, and then all of a sudden he wins the election and Mark Zuckerberg loves him and says Biden's trash. He's bending the knee because Donald Trump, caring more about himself than the American people, will go after people who just speak negatively about them. So that's why Zuckerberg all of a sudden wants to talk about how he's a Republican, and Sam Altman, and oh my God, look, I'm a Republican, because they need to be on Trump's good side to make money.
Uh,
It's called authoritarianism.
I mean, okay, all right.
All right, we'll leave it there.
I'll leave it there, man.
Thanks for coming up, Marty. Have a good one, all right? Stay in school.
Do you ever think about
Shut
I don't know.
up. Julie, thanks for the 10. What happened to your bracelets? One of them broke. Sid, thanks for the 10. Intoxicated Chicago, I love you so much. Hope you're having the bestest night ever. Oh, Sid, I hope you're having a good night. I appreciate you.
Intoxicated
Margo,
Chicago?
thanks for the 2. Sorry for Intoxicated Sid, who's in Chicago with me. I also love you more than they do. I'm also okay. Margo, I appreciate it. Rebecca, thanks for the 5. That sounded like a 5-year-old telling me a story. That whole conversation sounded like that. Maggie, thanks for the 5. Everyone be quiet. My show is on. I love Cherry Lives. But we love you too. Melanie, thanks for the 5. Sorry I don't have much to give. Melanie, you just being here means the world. Come on now. I just wanted to say thank you for putting in the time to dog walk Trump supporters while also keeping us up to date on everything that's happening with this administration. Truly, you're my spirit animal. Melanie, I appreciate you so much. I love you. Thank you for being here. That's so incredibly kind. You're amazing. Samantha, thanks for the 5. You're very much appreciated. You too, Samantha. I appreciate you too. Hannah, thanks for the 25. That's so kind, man. Thank you for being so kind to Biden. I love you so much. We love Joe Biden. This is a pro Joe Biden live over here. Aaron, thanks for the 10. Dog walking these kids. Thanks for sharing your knowledge with these young men. They need it. Thanks for standing up for the LGBT plus community and women. As we always do that. Never. ETN, thanks for the 5. Love the live where you're spreading disinformation on the LNG topic. Biden's executive order blocking LNG sales to Europe was widely reported. Look up the Political article. Federal judge blocks Biden's pause on LNG exports. So I actually looked up that article while Chris and they were talking. It was export permits. So not exports, but export permits, meaning like a permit to be able to do something. So it's just wrong. It's not that Biden blocked LNG exports. There were permits that were paused, and the only reason that they were paused was for more environmental review. Neely, thanks for the 1. I'm a mom of a trans kid. Please bring me up. I'm sorry, I'm just seeing this. I apologize. Grace, thanks for the 5. Longtime supporter, first time donor. Marty, you're insufferable. Keep up the good work. That sounds like a good comment to me. Darius, thanks for the 5 for the panel. How do you feel about the criminals that were pardoned or school shootings? Oh, yeah, exactly. I wish we would have had the opportunity to ask. I apologize. Devon, thanks for the 1. As an American-born woman, I'm more fearful of American-born men than immigrants. Lynette, thanks for the 10. No vote, no voice. Drop him. That's a good philosophy. Jason, thanks for the 10. Next time someone brings up the litter boxes, ask them who in their right minds is changing these litter boxes because, OSHA would have an effing field day. That's a really good point. Cassie, thanks for the 10. Please tell guests litter boxes are placed in classrooms in case of school shootings. My friend is an elementary school teacher and my husband an elementary school principal. There are articles on this joking about this is gross. Love you, Harry. Thank you, Cassie. I appreciate you. I've also seen that the litter is used for in the event of an active shooter, but for the most part, they're not like placed in.
Why?
I have to look up an article again. I think it's like it can be used to like brace fire for bullets. I'm not 100% sure. Sam, thanks for the 1. I'm an art teacher with mainly kids 8 to 13. I'd love to come up and debunk the litter. Again, I'm sorry. I'm just seeing this. Isabella, thanks for the 1. I think I looked up that person's TikTok today, which is funny. Marilyn, thanks for the 5. Sadly, some schools have kitty litter for a bathroom option during PP lockdowns, not because they have kids who think they're cats. See Time Magazine, Colorado School District providing kitty litter buckets for kids to use the bathroom during lockdowns. So it might be that. But for people who are cats, no. Stein, thanks for the $50 on PayPal with the happy emojis. Can we get some W's for Stein, please? I appreciate you so much. You are amazing. Thank you a million times over. $50. That is so kind. I appreciate you so very much. W for you. $50 on PayPal is no joke. It goes an incredibly long way. You mean the world to me. Thank you so much. Suleiman, thanks for the 4 as well on PayPal. LeBron James or MJ? LeBron.
Bro.
Don't get Chris into it.
Jeff, it's not, come on, bro. It's obviously
Harry,
LeBron.
keep doing your thing. Blazer fan on TikTok. Yeah, Jeff, I appreciate you. You keep doing your thing too, man. Kendall, thanks for the 5. Bring up men saying your body, my choice. Yeah, if you're a man and you believe that, come on up here. We want to dog
LeBron! Sorry.
Kayla, thanks for the 1.
They beat the Warriors tonight.
My rapist is 24. He told me he would come. Yeah, that's insane. I'm incredibly sorry to hear that, but I'm really sorry. That is terrible. Yeah, I think that's Trump's America. You know what I mean? I think that's Trump's America. Alan, thanks, and that kind of thing that he empowers. Alan, thanks for the 2. I tune in daily. Sorry I was late. Had college course work to complete. My man, you don't have to apologize. Come on now. Thanks for sharing this important information, keeping people educated. I'm currently looking into starting a political podcast. Any tips? Consistency, I think. And talk about things you're passionate about. It makes it easy, Let's bring up Peyton. Give him an invite.
Real quick.
No, not done. Trenton, thanks for the 1. I appreciate you on Cash App. And then another 2 on Cash App as well. Thanks for cooking these frauds, brother. It's my honor. Alexander, thanks for the 5. Hey, Harry, maybe I can provide some clarification. I'm a furry. The rumor of litter boxes in schools started with trolls targeting furries and got picked up by Twitter. Typically, something like this would be easily debunked. The reason for schools having cat litter has nothing to do with furries, but rather for spills since it works as an absorbent material. I'm hearing a lot of conflicting information.
That is just, I was just looking it up that a lot of schools do carry a lot of litter because it's really good for it's vomit or spills.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But
Aaliyah,
also
thanks for the 2. Thanks for being iconic. Thoughts on Doodle Bob? Are you asking me my thoughts on Chris?
Does this guy ever let me fucking speak?
Please, I don't let you speak.
You're being mean to me.
Elaine, thanks for the 2. Keep up the great work. I appreciate you, Elaine. Thank you so much. And finally, Trifina, thanks for the 10. In memory of great Hannibal Lecter, he will be missed. The late great Hannibal Lecter.
That's right. No, there's a Time article of a preschool classroom that basically had a mass shooting and multiple people died, which is really sad. And because of that event, preschool aged kids have to be in dark corners for a really long time, and they end up having accidents. So that school specifically It's like you know, this place fucking sucks. Sid, thank you so much for $30 on Venmo. I appreciate you so much from the bottom of my heart. Mad at you because we're in Chicago and you randomly left. Rude. I'm actually so sorry. Go back to Chi-Town soon, though. Chi-Town. I love you, Sid. You're the best. Have fun in Chicago, please. Sophia, thanks so much for $5. I appreciate you. I hope your move to Chicago is going well, and happy early birthday. I appreciate you so much. Mine was yesterday, so we're almost birthday twins. Can I get a million W's for Sophia in the chat? Happy birthday, Sophia. Truly, your support means the absolute world. Truly, I appreciate you. Claire, thanks so much for a cent. I like your haircut. I appreciate you a lot. Aaron, thanks so much for $10. Really, it goes a long way, truly. Not something I take for granted. Thank you for all your knowledge and your insight when talking to MAGA. You are so appreciated. Thank you, Aaron. W. Saran, I appreciate that a lot. Seriously, thank you. Violet, thanks so much for $2. Okay, deal. I got you. I'll check it out, Violet. I appreciate you so much. Bella, thank you so much for the $1. You're so fine and intelligent. You're doing so much good work for the world. I love you, Bella. I love you. I really appreciate the kind words. Truly, it means a lot. Cadence, thank you so much for $15. Goes a long way. Hi, Chris. Long time no see. Hey, Cadence. Could you do me a favor and say hello to my little sister Cordelia? I believe Cordelia. She's everything to me. Hello, Cordelia. I hope I'm saying that right. I love you and thank you both.
Hello,
you guys are
Cordelia.
amazing. You guys are both amazing. Jennifer. Oh my God, it's so good to see you. Read yourself. I will. I don't, but I will. I'm going to order one tonight. I was thinking about this. Jennifer, you're too kind. Truly. Just you being here means the world. Thank you so much. You are amazing. I'll talk to Harry about it. Russell, thanks so much for $1. Turn up on MAGA Chris is the best Chris. We have to give your alter ego a name. Yeah, some nights I'm just up here and I just can't do it anymore, dude. I'm going to crash out. Russell, it's always good to see you. Alter Dreams, good to see you. $5. It's funny because that executive order obviously doesn't account for SRY gene translocation or gene mutations that indicate that gender is not determined just by chromosomes because it's pushed by people that know nothing about that ideology. Exactly. A bunch of people writing bills they know nothing about and they don't know how the government works. I appreciate you being here, Altered Dreams, and thanks for mentioning it. Russell, another $1. Appreciate you. Chris, you ate the boys up tonight when you said that if Jesus told that these people to vote for Kamala, they still would have run to vote for Trump. Clock it. Well, sometimes people don't like the truth, but that's what I do up here. I appreciate you a lot, Russell. Hannah, thanks so much for $25. Holy shit, you're so supportive. W's in the chat for Hannah. Guys, seriously, I don't take any of this for granted from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for everything. I love you so much. I love you, Hannah. It's good to see you. I appreciate you. Jeff, thanks for $1. Keep up the good work, bro. Good job picking the Commanders last week. Well, I tried to tell Harry. It's what I do. I'd actually
Be quiet.
like to see Jaden Daniels continue. Seriously, Jeff, I
want to see Jalen Hurts.
Anyone but Patrick Mahomes. Claire, thanks so much for a cent. Don't worry. I appreciate you a lot, Claire. It's good to see you. Seriously. Thanks for the kind words. W's. Margot, $2. Chris, I missed what you said. I said, that's me. That's what I said. I'm there. I appreciate you. Claire, got another cent. I appreciate you so much. I got you. Tatiana, great to see you. For my fave, beautiful, blue-eyed baddie. Harry can't compete where he doesn't compare, babe. Wow.
Yeah, check me ban this person from my life, please. Someone just
I love you. You're amazing. Thank you so much for $2. You're incredible. Haley, thank you so much for $1.11. I've had such a heavy...
just one sec, Critter. Can you kind of relax in the chairs? I appreciate you. You're going crazy. It's just people are complaining because nobody can talk because it's like filling the entire chat. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much for going crazy.
Haley, thanks so much for $1.11. I've had such a heavy and tough 2 days, but getting to end my night with some live debates making me feel a lot better. I appreciate you both. Haley, we got this one day at a time. I promise. I'm really proud of you, and I appreciate you. Hannah, thanks so much for 5 cents. I like you, cut, G. I appreciate you so much. And lastly, John, thank you so much. Thank you so much for $20. You're incredible for being an absolutely great person and spreading awareness. I appreciate you all the guys, Dean, Parker, Harry, so much. John, I appreciate you. The W's in the chat for John. I appreciate you all so much. You guys rock.
Are you named after the country singer here, buddy, down here?
No.
It's just your name just happens to be really similar to his?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up, guys?
I'm thinking Tyler. Yeah. All right, man. Why'd you vote for Donald Trump?
This guy just rolling from stupid town. Sorry.
Secure the border.
Okay, what is Donald Trump going to do to secure the border? Just stop right there.
I mean, they already bought the still or whatever to put it back up that Joe Biden tried to settle.
What?
I mean, did y'all see the so-called wall that Joe Biden had up? I mean,
so-called
push some fucking chicken wire and walk through it. I mean, there's no security on the border whatsoever.
So there's a big wall on the border already. I don't know if you knew that. And also, there's more money that's going to Border Patrol right now than ever before in American history, and the border is more fortified right now than ever before in American history.
Okay. But I just got up here. I want to talk about the executive order on the whole male and female thing.
Okay, what about it?
Pretty proud that he did that, considering
Why?
I have a younger sister, and I mean, I would feel a lot more comfortable if a full-grown man in makeup did not go in there when she is in there.
Do you know what the executive order actually did?
I mean, I didn't really pay attention to it, no. But
Okay, so the executive order doesn't bar people from going into certain bathrooms. It just changes what you can put as your gender on government forms. So there used to be another option for like other. Now it's just male and female on government forms. That's all. That's all it changed.
Yeah, like if you apply for a passport or a driver's license.
Yeah. So like, how does that affect you at all? And how does that affect your little sister at all?
I mean, because I'd rather I wouldn't want a full-grown man going in there when she's in there.
But
So again, it
hold
has
on.
nothing
This does
to-
not connect to a full-grown man going into anywhere. This is just a government form
it
change.
does. It's fucking weird.
Okay,
I mean,
but
Wait,
the
wait, wait, wait.
executive
Time out, time out.
order.
This just applies to government forms. So how does that at all impact anything else? How does that at all impact you?
aside from that, it's just
You're the one that brought it up.
it's sick.
Okay, can I
Okay,
ask
so
a
you
question?
brought this up to
government forms,
segue.
it's
No,
sick.
you brought this up to segue into for you to talk about how much you dislike LGBTQ plus people. You're just like, you brought up this executive order. You don't actually know what it does. You just like saw a social media headline just so you could be like, yeah, I don't like them.
I don't. I think it's gross and
Bro.
Why?
Can I ask you a question just really quickly? Do you think right now, if your little sister like uses the bathroom at like Target, what's stopping someone who's not supposed to be in the bathroom with her from just going in right now? Like, I don't think men who are intending to commit a crime, like such a heinous act, are waiting for a law to be passed to allow them to go into the bathroom. They can just go in there. Again, like, it's so fucking stupid. And you're obviously suggesting that just because you're obviously suggesting, can I speak, please? I don't know who's screaming in the background, freaking out like a little child. Someone's losing their mind over there.
I think he's playing a Trump speech.
Someone's losing their mind. It obviously is like, it's obviously, with that being said, because it just makes no sense why anyone would be waiting for a bill to be able to do that. You're obviously suggesting that a group of people, like transgender individuals, members of the LGBTQ plus community, are somehow more likely to commit a crime like sexual abuse, which is gross and disgusting. And again, you're like attacking marginalized communities by suggesting an entire group of people is more likely to just do violent things just because who they are, which is just not true.
right. But I mean, I just don't see the point in the whole LGBTQ thing. Me personally, I think it's all for attention.
All right.
What? Wait, I'm sorry. What do you not?
serious.
What exactly do you not see the point in?
I mean,
I don't even know how. Like, what if somebody said, "I don't see the point in people being straight"? Does that sound coherent to you? Like, that's what you just said for a lot of people out there on their section. I don't see the point in it. What's wrong with you? What?
I mean, there's probably a lot of things wrong with me. I just think it's.
I'm glad you're being honest. I think we could recognize a couple of those things. Bigot being one of them.
I mean, I personally think it's all for attention.
Dude.
I think you're stupid for attention.
Yeah, this is like people's lives, man. Like,
I mean, I'm just.
what if you
telling
really
y'all
cared
how
about?
I
What if you
feel about
really?
it.
Well, okay, I understand.
I don't.
What if
But
you,
nobody. We don't care. I mean, this is incredibly just like unintelligent and like you're just completely demonizing and invalidating like tens of millions of your fellow Americans, might I add,
just
for who they are. By the way, something that they can't control whatsoever.
what if someone said that like something you did or someone you cared about was just like invalid and you just did it all. You loved your wife or your kids or your sister. You love your sister. You do things for your sister just for attention. Like that probably make you feel shitty because you have like a lot of love in your heart for your sister. Probably feel really bad. Like literally attack you, the core who you are as a human, things you hold valuable to you, your daily lived experiences, and just throw them in the trash. Why the fuck would you do that? I wouldn't want to say that to you. That seems shitty.
I mean, I'm not saying I would just tell them to go somewhere else. That's my opinion on them.
Bro, you brought up this executive order just so you can call it weird, right? Other people who are different than you or love different than you and envision a different life than you, weird.
I mean, that's just how I feel about it.
Harry, I don't know how much longer I can do this.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know how much longer.
You can't just hide behind like your hate of people and just be like, well, that's just how I feel. I just dislike people. That's just how I feel. What's the reason for disliking somebody that loves different than you? You're muted, by the way. Can't figure out how to unmute himself, but it's a bigot. That's nice. Spells, right? If you don't figure out how to unmute yourself in the next 10 seconds, I'm kicking you. Because I don't want to talk to you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, sorry, time's up.
Dude, Harry, I don't know how much longer I can do this, dude. It's so bad. Like, it's so bad for the mental. And like we're straight white dudes and it's bad for the mental, bro. Like I don't know how the fuck people watch this.
Nah, you know what? I was just thinking about, you see that article regarding Cassidy Hutchinson and how the House Republicans didn't want to send her a subpoena for her text messages because, so for anybody just that didn't know the story, the Republicans were like reinvestigating the January 6th committee for no reason. And they were like, deciding who to send subpoenas to. They decided against sending subpoenas to Cassidy Hutchinson, one of the key witnesses for that committee, because of explicit text messages that Republican lawmakers had sent her, and if the text messages would be included in the subpoena. And I was thinking the other day, I was like, in the kind of context of this conversation, like, we're both straight white guys in politics, and we talk all the time about how we're tired and like, oh my God, like talking to these people, like doing this all the time is so draining. Imagine being like a woman in politics or somebody who's LGBTQ plus in politics. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, no, it's like, like literally, exactly. Like literally apparently people went to the office, like Barry Loudermilk, who's actually a representative in Kennesaw in Georgia. His office like reached out and was basically concerned about that they had heard from multiple offices, including Barry Loudermilk's, that multiple congressmen and people in their staff had texted Cassidy Hutchinson asking for sexual favors consistently, and they didn't want those to be included in the subpoena. I'm like, oh my dude. I'm like, who the some of these people just fucking high. They're all big and brave when they're out there just doing shit, and then they're just such little fucking. Oh my God, Amanda, thank you so much for 10 cents. If LGBTQ is so gross, ask for his browser history. Make me and my girlfriend love you. Amanda, I love you. You're fucking amazing. Thank you. Next guest, I got you. You're the best. Margot, thanks so much for $5. Sorry to Harry, but Chris just became my fan. Well, it's a common thing. There's a mass exodus from the Harry to Chris. It's a pipeline actually. They're doing a House committee report on it. How people end up liking Harry and.
What's going on, man? Why are you MAGA?
You can tell I'm being silenced here. It's terrible. Chris?
For Trump for the first time, voting for any president, actually. And the reason for it, first and foremost, is that he's a follower of Jesus Christ. That's for sure.
Okay. The guy that cheated on every single one of his wives hasn't stepped foot in a church to pray, and who knows how long, is a follower of Jesus Christ.
Remember, but his two favorite. What they asked.
Oh yeah, he's asked what does he prefer, the Old Testament or the New Testament? Oh, I like them both. What's your favorite Bible verse? It's very personal. I couldn't tell you. It's very personal.
It seems like he was a New Testament kind of guy, but I don't know if he's ever like admitted to it or nothing like that. But that's what it seems.
This can't be real, dude.
Yeah, you got to be trolling that he's like a follower of Christ. You can't that can't be like real, dude.
Based on what he said during his speeches, especially the most recent one during the inauguration,
So do you think that he pushes like a lot of like hate and division? Like even in the inauguration speech, he said a lot of things. He said,
what happened to like love thy neighbor and stuff?
Yeah, his third paragraph was about like how our country had been ruined by deep state, people on the inside, and he was going to root them out. Obviously, he spent a lot of his campaign talking about how they needed to root out the vermin and the enemy from within. And, Democrats are smart. They just deeply hate this country. I mean, that seems very hate-filled, divisive.
I mean, it does. It does sound like that for sure. I think he tries to mean well in everything he says. And
really? So when he calls his political opponents vermin, which is vocabulary and rhetoric used by mustache men in World War II, what do you think he means well?
I mean,
or when he brags about assaulting women on audio, saying I grab him by the blank, I don't even wait, I just do it. Or he disparages women for their looks, specifically women who have accused him of assaulting him or assaulting her. So
it's found liable for defaming. Found liable for defaming
E. Jean Carroll, a woman who he's found liable for assaulting. Like, what do you think he means well?
I mean, he's definitely not perfect. That's for sure.
Okay.
I mean, I'll agree.
What is the bar here for like perfection? And like what is the?
I mean, we're not.
I'm actually genuinely
we're
curious.
No
Like,
one's perfect.
I want to ask you a question from the like, and I don't even mean this. I'm genuinely like, could Donald Trump do something on strictly a moral level that would cause you not to vote for him? Because right now he's been found liable for one of the largest business fraud schemes in a while. He's found liable for sexually abusing a woman, bragged about it, called her gross and disgusting at 3 a.m. on his own social media site. So he's found liable for defaming him, found liable for defaming her again as a convicted felon, cheats on his wife with porn stars, calls women fat pigs, gross, disgusting, pushes all this divisive rhetoric. Like, is there something that Trump could do that would make you feel like he's not a follower of Christ?
I mean, honestly, man, it's just like the intentions behind it. I don't think he has any ill intentions behind any of it.
Why do you think that if he never what brings you to that conclusion?
To be honest, it's everyone's, individual perspective of it.
Well, that's what I'm trying to understand is what is your perspective that would lead? Because like my perspective is I don't see how you could hear all that and then still believe he has good intent. Like what makes you believe he has that intention? What has he shown you to make you believe that? I guess is what I'm asking.
I mean, the fact that he's constantly, repenting and bringing up God's name, and when he said he was saved by God during that bullet shot, like you got to admit, man.
Is there a chance that he's lying about that?
I mean, people might think he's lying, but if he truly believes that he was saved,
but I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to understand. Well, okay, like, I'm just if it's your perspective, that's fine. I'm just trying to understand. I guess besides, if you feel like the intentions behind his words are different than the words, then like, has he done something, like an action, not just words, that shows you he's well-meaning?
I mean, he shows up to. I mean, I guess you can, for an example. I mean, if this is even an example at all, I mean, he showed up to one the hurricane victims' places and supported them and went down to.
So then, do you think that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are well-meaning as well?
I mean, yeah, they did the same thing, So I mean, we did what we could for him, not we, but Joe and Kamala.
Kamala.
Can I ask you a question really quick? Like in relation to the shooting about how like God saved Trump, just going back a second. Like, you're a man of religion, I see?
More of just a follower of Jesus Christ. I don't really put a religion behind it.
That's fair. Follower of Jesus Christ. And again, excuse me, this is a dumb question because religion is not my thing.
Your questions are not dumb, man. Sorry.
So there was another man at the Trump rally who was a firefighter, lived in Pennsylvania, had children, and like the bullet that missed Trump hit him, and he was killed. It was actually really sad. Why did Jesus not save that guy, but he saved Trump? That was always my question when Trump was on the stage and he was like, Jesus saved me. I'm like, oh well, Jesus.
Well, yeah, for sure. But maybe I'm not trying to make this sound even like negative or anything like that. But when it's someone's time's up, it's someone's time's up. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing negative or nothing like that. But like you can't escape when it's your time. And when you get called, you know what I mean? I'm not.
Okay. You're not.
R.I.P. to the man, and I'm sorry for his family.
Yeah. It was really sad.
Was it his time to be taken in front of his entire family?
Yeah, I mean, it's really sad, but if that's what God's plan was for him, that's what his plan had for him.
I don't
for his kids to be scarred for life.
I mean, it sucks. I know his kids and his wife are gonna grow from it and heal from it. I hope they do. I pray for him, and I definitely think that it's terrible, for sure. Anyone losing a loved one, for sure, and especially in that case, it's terrible. And
I do want to point out that, like, again, in this instance, just referencing even Trump being a follower of God, like that man who passed away was a firefighter. His name was Corey, and Corey was like I said, lived in Pennsylvania, a firefighter, a huge supporter of Trump. And Josh Shapiro, who's obviously a Democrat, came out and gave a really touching speech about Corey and his family, and called the family and just talked about how, it's never okay to lose someone in your community. It doesn't matter, politics aside. And I really liked that speech. And I read a little bit about Corey's life, and he was a good man. The idea that Josh Shapiro would do that, but like when Nancy Pelosi's husband was attacked with a hammer in their home, he almost died. We had the video. He had to be rushed to the hospital, hit in the hand with a hammer. Donald Trump Jr., who obviously is in the administration, his son, posted a meme about it, like, here's my Halloween costume with like underwear and a hammer, because the guy, the Nancy Pelosi husband was in bed. He was wearing.
He did that?
Donald Trump's son, Donald Trump Jr. posted that, like, look at my Halloween costume, and it was a hammer and underwear. And then Donald Trump himself, when he first mentioned it, started talking about how Nancy Pelosi was corrupt and all these things. And then on stage said, quote, by the way, where's her husband? How's he doing lately? It looks like a wall didn't protect their house. And then the crowd laughed, and he was just, taking in the applause. And it's like, that's the key difference right there in like America versus not America.
Things that are he definitely says some off the wall stuff, man. That is
okay. But when is it too much? Like, when is it too much? When can you say, like, okay, yeah, Donald Trump has said and done a lot of things that are off the wall. When is it enough?
I mean, it's each individual's perspective. I think for me personally, what draws the line is if he starts, my personal opinion, if he starts, saying God's not real and starts disgracing him and everything, and that's.
Can you just hold for 1 sec? Hold.
Oh no, he's dolphin diving. Oh no. 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 Oh, thank God the phone.
I'm alive.
I didn't even see you do it.
What?
I didn't even see you do it.
Oh,
I looked away for 1 second.
Somebody has to have a screen recording of that.
You have to do it again.
Dude, I might have just like legit cracked my laptop though. Like, I kind of flew straight and I kind of forgot my laptop was sitting right there. Oh, that really hurt. Well, it's not like it's any more pain than I normally go through on debates. Oh, my laptop's okay.
Okay, Nicole, thanks for the $5. You guys are the best. Say hi, Maddie. We're watching it live together. Hello, Maddie. I hope you're doing well, as long with Nicole.
So you're
thanks for
telling
the
me,
$5. Hi from Canada. Thanks for educating and keeping the maggots on their toes. I appreciate you. What was that, Chris?
So, like, you didn't see or hear anything?
No, I guess I looked down for like a second and I didn't hear anything.
Yeah. What did that look like? Did we hear like bolts? Because
Now he's lagging crazy. Alexander, thanks for the 40 cents. Kamala's lizard, MAGA Trump isn't. Can you contest that? Yes. Christy, thanks for the 1. I've been a custodian for 3 different school districts. Each district I've used kitty litter to clean up spills and bathroom accents. Interesting.
Wow, everyone. Oh, okay.
Layla, thanks for the £5. Wow, you clocked, Layla. You clocked. Carly, thanks for the 10. Green-eyed brunettes are better in my opinion. Sorry, Chris. Wow. Logan, thanks for the 1. I'm not bad about the shares. No, you're good, man. I know I appreciate the shares. I just saw people in the chat were like, I can't talk. You can share though, brother. You can share. Ashley, thanks for the 1. Concerned about grown men.
Sorry.
Ashley, thanks for the 1. Concerned about grown men is going into the bathroom with a little sister, but voted for a man who walked into the changing room of young women. Yeah. It doesn't make it make sense. Mary, thanks for the 3. Thanks for what you do. My best friend was verbally attacked yesterday in his home, in his own gay bar, by a woman from Alabama. A black family in my town had a car drive past their home last night screaming, wow. Look, it's the hate that's now promoted. I mean, seriously, I truly believe that. I'm so sorry to hear. That's terrible. Gracie, thanks for the 1, making me and so many others feel heard. I love you. We love you back. We appreciate you. Ashley, thanks for the 2. Single mom to 11-year-old who overheard your live. He really took an interest in you, opened up a lot of important combos, and learned a lot from you. Thank you for being an example of a good man. I never worry about what he hears in these lives because of how you respond. Proud of you. Well, sometimes we're not the nicest to MAGA, so that's the only thing I'd say. But other than that, we appreciate you, and I'm so glad to hear young people getting involved at an early age. You know what I mean? I wasn't paying attention.
We gotta be better up here, dude.
I know, dude. I know. Izelle, thanks for the 1. Harry girl for life. Defectors be gone. Yeah, get him out of here. Just get him out. Kelly, thanks for the 10 as well. Stay strong. Guess was in love with his truck. He's never mind. Anna, thanks for the 1. I literally saw Trump say he wasn't a Christian at one of his rallies. This is not common knowledge. I'm not familiar with that. I'm not familiar. Porfirio, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Talk about Mississippi Senator in the bill Mississippi Senator introduced. I don't know what bill you're talking about in particular. If you want to forward it to me,
she's talking about the life begins at erection. Life begins at erection.
Oh yeah. I think that's really funny. Jordan, thanks for the 1. How can you talk about Trump being religious when he didn't even put his hand on the Bible? They just love to overlook that stuff. Nicole, thanks for the 25 cents.
It might be the bounty hunter one. Maybe I'm misconstruing.
I made a video about the bounty hunter one, if that's what he was talking about. Nicole, thanks for the 25 cents. Supported people through the hurricanes. He came to Puerto Rico to throw rolls of paper towels at people after Hurricane Maria. Yeah, he just chucked them at him. Paris, thanks for the 1. Have you met Chris in person? And when did people in this country get so dumb? I have met Chris in person, unfortunately. Stinks. He reeks, dude. Lindsay, thanks for the $2.22. Hey, Harry, you've been in light and dark times. My best friend was on the fence, and I passed your videos on to him, and he went blue. That's amazing. I'm so glad. He just passed away. Oh, that's really sad. I'm sorry. The world is effed up, and we lost a good one. Life is tough, but I still have hope. You should still have hope. I'm really sorry to hear that, and I hope you're doing okay. I know how difficult that can be. But you're amazing, and I'm proud of you for continuing to persevere and being involved in politics in all the chaos. It's amazing. Kendall, thanks for the 5. So SA isn't enough for him. Apparently, it's not. And Jaden, thanks for the 1. Don't read out loud. I got you. I won't. Sid, thanks for the 5 as well. Am I considered a regular of the live at this point? I'm here every day. I think so. I'd say so. Diana, thank you for the $30 on Venmo. Thanks for spending the time to educate and inform. Concerned mom of kids growing up in our country. Diana, you're a fabulous mother, and I appreciate you being here so much. Thank you a million times over. You're fantastic. I love you. All right, if you're MAGA, let me know in the chat. I'll bring you up.
Michelle escaped Guantanamo? Not yet. We're still raising money. Also, I cannot believe no one saw that dolphin dive because that shit kind of that one was painful. I can't lie. I kind of went straight into the wall.
Was it just me or did nobody else see it?
People are saying I think it blurred up. It blurred or it was muted or something.
Hey, how you doing?
Honestly, terrible.
Yeah, we don't like you.
It's the best. Kamala supporters are just awful people. If you look at someone, you just see a gay man.
All right, if you're MAGA, let me know in the chat. I'll bring you up.
I don't think I can do another dolphin dive, Chad. I'm sorry.
I don't.
That one hurt, dude. I was actually scared that one was going to result in him if I hit my head too hard, it could be bad, dude.
But you're going head first?
It's a dolphin dive, bro.
Why don't you go feet first, bro?
What the hell?
Reverse dolphin dive, man.
What the fuck? Nah, dude. You be good now. You be
reverse,
good.
Reverse dolphin dive that.
What the? You got something you need to tell us?
Reverse dolphin dive that now.
You got something with feet going on there?
Yeah, I do.
Well, what the bro?
I'm joking. I actually have a phobia of feet. I hate when people have their socks off.
What the fuck, man? What the hell?
I'm just joking. Don't worry.
Someone said to me, dude.
No, I think the whole. I've talked to you about this. I think the whole feet thing is strange, man. I don't discriminate. If that's what you want to do, man. That's what you.
We
always
always say you do whatever makes you happy.
Whatever makes you happy. If you want some feet, man, go.
You know, I read a site because I'm interested in psychology about why that is. It's actually literally physically where certain connectors are in the brain, and some people are born because something about feet is really close to what engages you. What makes you
Okay.
What makes you
No, we got it. We understand.
Can I speak, please?
We understand what you're saying.
Can you shut the fuck? You can't go on and on about feet. I want to finish my psychology fact.
I did go
because some about feet is actually really close to what makes you sexually, what makes you aroused? Someone
We
said.
know what y'all.
Sometimes the connectors, when you're born, they like literally mix because they're so close, and then that's what happens. Isn't that? I
And
just
that's
like
what happened with
psychology,
Chris.
dude. It's not. But
Look at his Venmo history.
But you know, it's okay if it is. We don't shame here, buddy.
No, of course not. Of course not.
What is wrong with you?
Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and the link in the bio for me and Chris if you want to support the live. It's the best way to support us because some people impersonate us on these apps, so it's the best way to go directly
It's
to
just
them.
why the DNC doesn't. Yeah.
Chris loves going on these rants about his interest in feed. I don't understand either.
You asked me to
I don't understand,
dive
guys.
feet
I don't
first.
understand. I
You
don't
asked me to
understand.
All right, bro.
Drop a follow if you haven't already. Follow Chris, follow me. We do these lives all the time. They're fun. All right, Liam, what do you want?
Just stopping.
Oh, it's Liam. It's that Liam. No, get out. I don't like you. I thought it was a different Liam.
Say hi to Snapchat.
Anyway, if you're
everyone.
MAGA, let me know in the chat.
Guys, go to Harry's Instagram and you can check out his content and he has exclusive subscriptions. You subscribe, get exclusive content. Also, I'm posting
Speaking of which,
something
let me put an exclusive story right now.
put on an exclusive story. I'm posting on Snapchat a lot. If you want to follow me, same as my username, Christy Mowry. There's a link in my bio. Say hi, Snapchat. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it. Ready. There it is. Nice job. Thanks, guys.
All right, if you're MAGA, let us know in the chat. I'll bring you up.
Wait, we're going to do it one more time because my camera was fucked up. I looked like I was taking a photo on a Nokia.
What's new, Chris? What's new?
JI 9-star, you were in the photo.
Oh, she left. Remember, only request up if you are MAGA.
Well,
We live in a
okay,
society.
Never mind, I'm not MAGA.
Oh,
Cody,
all right, man.
I love you. You're the
Appreciate
best.
it. Thank you so much.
Hey, bye.
Love that.
What a great guy. We want to hear another interesting psychology fact?
Yeah.
They actually just released the largest study to date that people with diagnosed ADHD, and this was a study done in the UK, a massive one. People with ADHD found in brain scans die on average 7 years earlier than everyone else. And it's because they're significantly more likely to engage in dangerous actions like gambling, drinking, smoking, sexual activities, etc. 7 years. Interesting.
You only qualify for 2 of the 3. The last one.
That was really funny, Harry.
Last one's not hitting for this.
Oh my God,
guy out
guys.
there. And
Can I
dolphin
get a-
diving. It's somebody in the chat. Dolphin
that
diving.
That was funny.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks,
Jack
Chris.
Piper's mom. Don't say dolphin diving. It's a terrible thing to say.
All right, individual. You MAGA?
I am.
Why?
It's just my family's always been Republican.
Oh, dude.
So what?
Yeah, this is something that we always do, or we have always been. Ain't really got a reason for it.
Well, some people in our extended families have probably always been slave owners, but we decided to not do that anymore. So there's got to be a better reason.
Yeah, you got. I mean, you have a reason there. We ain't talking about slavery anymore. That's been done, thankfully. That got rid of. I don't personally believe in that either.
Hey, what's up, Harry? How are you?
What's going on, man? 1 second. Can you be quiet down there, please? Thank you so much. Just shut the hell up. We're not done with this guy. Okay, so do you have any reasons as to why you voted for Donald Trump, or is it just because your family voted for Trump?
It's mostly because of my family. Second off, it's because I wasn't able to vote during his first term, but me and my family, we've always been hard on cash, and it was just easier for my family under Trump's first term.
Okay. Except Donald Trump wasn't the reason that it was easier for you, and Joe Biden wasn't the reason that things were harder. So there are a lot of people struggled in the past couple of years, past 4 years, 5 years because of COVID. COVID led to people losing their jobs, people losing income, inflation going up, and things like that. But that has nothing to do with Donald Trump, and it has nothing to do with Joe Biden. So saying like, yeah, I had more money under Donald Trump compared to Joe Biden is an unfair comparison, because Joe Biden had to deal with high rates of inflation, mainly from the pandemic, whereas Donald Trump only had to deal with less than a year of the pandemic.
Yeah. But I do have a question for y'all, and y'all probably gonna bite my head off for this. Just a little insight. I know, like the last couple hours, Biden was in the Oval Office. He pardoned the his family, and then someone like Dr. Fauci and all them. Why would if they wouldn't have nothing like anything to hide, why would they like pardon Fauci and them?
Do you mind if I answer this, Harry?
Sure.
Yeah, so like I think this is something I'm really passionate about because it shows like what a different time we are in American history. Trump is like, and I don't think any other politician has done this, has actively said that he's going to go after political opponents and people he has personal grievances with. Obviously, like I could pull up many quotes of Trump saying, I'm going to go after the Biden crime family, prosecute them to the highest extent. He said about his former chairman of the Joint Chiefs, someone who served in the military for 44 and a half years, that, you know, they had personal differences. That top general came out and said Donald Trump was a disgrace, only cared about himself after serving under him for 4 years. And Donald Trump put a True Social post out in September of 2023 and said, Mark Milley is guilty of treason and with no evidence. And at certain points, this is punishable by all caps, death. He's talked about going after, you know, social media companies that talk bad about him, investigating them to the highest sense of the earth. And that combined with now his, for the first time ever, you know, signing loyalists to not only his cabinet, but to three-letter agencies like the Department of Justice and the FBI. I think there is a serious, valid concern from someone like Joe Biden that people like General Mark Milley, who have served our country for so long and have done nothing wrong, because of Trump's personal grievances, he's going to use the office of the presidency to go after them, investigate them, try to, you know, just make their life hell. And Donald Trump was willing to pardon people to make sure that they could go live a life of peace, including members of his family and Mark Milley and Fauci, who've served us and deserve to go live the time they have remaining with their family and not worried about, you know, prosecution or investigation from someone who is a narcissist.
Yeah. That's really all I was really wanting to know.
Well, thanks for coming up here, man. We appreciate you being respectful as always.
Yeah. Well, thank y'all. I hope y'all have a good afternoon.
Yeah, you too, man. Be safe.
Have a
Be
good
safe.
one, all right? All right, why'd you vote for Donald Trump?
Hey, Harry, do you understand my accent or not? First, tell me this.
What? Do I understand your
Understand
accent?
my accent?
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Just tell me, I just want to ask you, if I come in your home without your permission and I do something wrong, like I do something wrong to your siblings or your mom or to you, what you do to me?
So I know what you're gonna do here. You're trying to set up a comparison between like invading
I'm just
somebody's
asking
home.
a question, brother.
And I'm answering your stupid comparison. Are
ahead.
you ready? So you're comparing like something that's like private property to the United States of America. Like nobody owns the United States of America to the point where like you can defend private property with force or something like that.
Okay.
And
You are
also
bringing
we
America,
recognize that
United States.
immigration. One second. We recognize that immigration and the immigration system and how somebody enters the country is an incredibly complex process. So your comparison fucking sucks.
You are not answering my question.
Because it's a stupid question. Your premise is false.
That's not false. It's just
It
a
is.
logical
When you're trying to
question.
compare like an immigration system for
No,
a
I
country,
didn't
an
mention
entire border,
immigration. I
along
didn't
with
mention
the
immigration.
complexities that come
I
with it,
just
the
asked
nuances
one
that come with it,
question
compared to
you.
like a private property and a private citizen. Obviously, those are two different things. So it's a false equivalency, as we call it in the intelligent community.
Look, I just asked one question.
Yeah, we would call the police.
Immigration.
We
I
would,
didn't
we
ask
would defend,
about the United States.
Okay,
I
then we'll
just
answer the
asked
question.
about your house. If I
Then we'll
enter in
answer
your house.
then we'll answer the question. We would defend our homes, maybe, you know,
That's
like
it. That's
yeah,
it. I
defend our
want that
homes or call the
answer. I
police.
want
Okay.
that answer to
All right.
defend. USA is a home for the United
Okay,
States
so-
citizens.
Harry,
great.
yeah,
We
so-
answered the question. And you went right into the comparison that I was debunking a second ago. Good.
Okay. No. I just want to tell you that you are doing this. This is not correct. I try to explain you the logic here. I try to give
but
that
there
example
is
so
no
you can
logic.
easily understand what
There
I'm
is no
trying to tell
comparison
you.
here. This is why this
There is a
this
big
comparison always
comparison.
sucks. This comparison
You think
always
that-
sucks.
That's you think that because you have a pictures with Obama or all those Democrats, it doesn't mean that you are a big shot, whatever. But
That
there
doesn't-
has to be a common
What?
sense. Whoever come to
wait,
the
wait,
United
wait,
States,
hold
they
on.
have
Can I
to come to
try to
legally. They're
engage?
breaking the law.
Can I try to engage with you? Can I try to
Go
engage?
ahead.
Wait, did you vote for Donald Trump?
I do.
You did?
do.
Okay, you voted for a convicted felon. Don't talk to me about breaking the law,
Okay,
numbnuts.
what about the Hillary? What about the Bidens?
Okay, what law did they break?
All every
What
family
law did they
members.
break?
What?
What law did they break?
Okay, what Trump break the law?
Falsified business records in the first degree.
Who has done that?
Trump.
Is it from the judge or from the
Jury?
Nah, jury, not the judge. Okay, there is a point.
Yeah, the jury found him guilty. The system of justice we have in the United States is typically how it
So you
works.
believe the jury members? They all are genuine. They all are.
Yeah, the jury was
really do
selected by Donald
justice?
Trump as well, by the way.
No, you have to.
Do you know
about,
how jury selection works in the United States? How does jury selection work?
I know everything, brother. Only
Okay,
my
okay. So how
accent
does
is
jury
wrong.
selection work in the United States?
Okay, you explain.
New York
me, I
City
will tell you.
specifically, where he's
I will
prosecuted.
tell you. I will tell you. I was a member of jury few times. Okay, you tell me.
No. You tell me, because if you think
they
that Donald
select
Trump,
the people from-
if you think that Donald Trump didn't help select the jury, then what happened? How does jury selection happen?
Okay. I'm saying jury members get selected from the few departments. They will just check the people how they are from the different departments. They check.
But the
What?
But the point is that like,
First of all, no, that's completely not true. Anyway, go ahead.
yeah, the prosecution and the defense both get to like check the jury and have their say in the jury. So like
And
the jury,
this happened in the Democrat-run
I know,
city.
but the jury that was selected, was selected by the defense or Trump's legal team, which they said they had their ability to kick people off, use
Where
their.
is the evidence? Where is the proof?
The proof is that's just how the justice system works. So the jury.
No. You're talking about the Trump team has selected the
So
jury.
one of Trump's lawyers said himself, quote, Trump had a lot of say in the jury
The
selection.
Trump lawyer has cheated to Trump. Trump
No,
lawyer
because-
said to Trump,
no,
don't
hold
go
on.
to the court.
Because no,
I
two
will
things.
take care about the case.
Hold on. The prosecution and the defense via New York state law, they both got to be in the room during jury selection. They both got a certain amount of vetoes. So like if the prosecution wanted to veto a jury member, they could. Same with the defense, etc. They talked through every single jury member. Furthermore, when your comment about like it wasn't fair because it was in New York, what is the legal standing if Donald Trump committed a crime in New York for the case to be held somewhere else? He's not above the law in the sense that like just because
Nobody's above the law.
Okay, if nobody's above the law, hold on. So if you committed a crime in New York City right now, your trial would be held in Manhattan. You wouldn't be able to say, "Oh, I want my trial somewhere else." You have no legal standing for that. Similarly, Trump can't just say, "Oh, I feel like it's unfair. He committed a crime in Manhattan. There's no legal reason for it to be moved, so it can't be moved."
So those laws, why, though whatever he did, for sure he didn't do any crime. But why those
he
things
for sure
comes
did
right
commit a
now
crime.
for the election period?
He for sure did commit a crime. Yeah.
Wait,
How do you say that?
Because
There
we
are
have
so
all the
many
evidence
courts.
and it was presented in front of jury and a jury ruled unanimously that Donald Trump broke the law.
Okay, so you completely believe the court justice system in United States?
Yes,
because we have-
not only do we
saw the
believe the
evidence.
justice system, the outcome of the justice system, but we've seen all the evidence.
What kind of evidence you guys have seen?
So, for example, testimony from people that was close to Donald Trump, like Hope Hicks, who
there are
was
so
part of
many
Donald Trump's
people,
campaign
they
in
can
2016.
get bribed.
Testimony. Can you
They
be
get
quiet for 5
bribed, my
seconds?
friend.
Can you be quiet? Testimony from Michael Cohen, who obviously was at the center of all of this. Testimony from Stormy Daniels, who was the recipient of the money in question. We also have documentary evidence. We have handwriting from Alan Weisselberg, who used to be the CFO of Trump Organization, and they specifically wrote down on a piece of paper with the Trump Organization header about them trumping up the money to give to Michael Cohen,
Most
and
of
also
them, they are
lying about
Democrats,
the
my friend.
financial documents. We also have checks that Donald Trump signed with his signature on it, knowing that obviously the checks came from Donald Trump and that he authorized the payments to go through. We have a plethora of evidence against Donald Trump in this case.
Okay, whatever you said.
And audio evidence. There's also audio that was presented
yo.
at trial.
Chat,
There are
chat.
so many audio people can, do AI artificial.
It was not
intelligence.
AI.
They will
It was
make
not
some
AI. It was submitted as
cut,
official
copy,
evidence.
paste, and they will do things.
It was submitted
You
as
know what?
official evidence.
There
You were
has to
living
be a
in
proper
fantasy land. You were
authenticity.
living in fantasy
No,
land. It was not
I'm not.
AI. It was submitted as official
you guys
evidence
are
in
completely
court.
trusting the justice system, but
Okay,
there are so many justice
it was submitted
systems,
as
they are
official
not
evidence
correct.
in court.
There are so many judges.
It was
they are
submitted as
corrupt judges,
official.
They
I'm
got
so
caught.
sick of this guy, dude. Can you just be quiet for 5 fucking seconds? It was submitted as official evidence in court. You're just trying to come up with any goddamn excuse to justify Donald Trump breaking the law. It's AI. It's this. Buddy, he broke the law. He broke the law. The Trump team didn't even dispute this evidence. They weren't saying, oh, it's AI. We dispute the authenticity of this evidence. And also, you have to prove the authenticity of evidence in court.
Really quickly, chat, guys. This person, like, just guys, I don't appreciate people like pushing any type of like racism around this. Like he's not going to get. He's an American citizen. Just because he has an accent doesn't mean anything. Let's not.
I
engage in it.
appreciate Chris that, but the thing is that what you guys have saying, I don't believe, I don't trust. There are so many cases which is got, even people are correct, they got guilty, and people who are guilty, they got saved. So it doesn't make sense that
What?
he's a popular. Yeah.
But
yeah.
like who else
What?
do you feel like is guilty that like just got off the hook?
I just give an example. There are so many scenarios. If you do Google, you can see so many judges are corrupt judges. There
Okay,
are so
so
many
do you have any
judges,
evidence
they
that the
do
judge in this case
one-sided.
was corrupt?
Oh yeah, because he's already he was a president, and the Democrat Party, they don't want Trump to be a president.
Wait, do you have
again.
any evidence
They
that the
do-
judge in this case was corrupt?
They make justice system as a weapon
Do you
against him. so
wait,
he
I'm asking
cannot
you
be
a specific
president.
question. Do you have any evidence that this judge was corrupt and acted improperly?
Okay. Listen, there are so many judges.
Okay,
They
you're not
can get
answering the
saved.
question.
Yeah, I'm
You keep saying that
answering.
there are other judges who are doing this. Do you have any evidence that the judge who presided over Donald Trump's case was corrupt or acted
Okay.
improperly?
Okay, I will tell you. There are so many judges. They know how to trick, how to
God.
get saved.
But like,
you know,
if that is true, do you have evidence that this judge in particular did something inappropriate?
that's
because the
nothing I'm
case
saying.
was like widely
That's
broadcasted.
nothing I'm
There's-
saying. You're not
Okay.
understanding. Then why this judge didn't say that you have to pay some fine or you are guilty, you have to go to prison before his oath ceremony?
Well,
It's because that was his sentencing. The judge said that he wasn't going to send him to prison or really give him any punishment for the crimes that he committed because he got elected president of the United States. So he was given a conditional discharge.
You're talking about the hush money. He has
That's what he was convicted of. The falsifying business records in the first degree.
How it could be, my friend? How it could be? She just saw him. He saw and hanky panky. How it could be happen in no time?
No, they didn't. What? I don't even know. I don't even know what the objection is here. I don't even know what you're talking about. They didn't just have like intercourse and then Donald Trump paid her. That's not what happened. There was a funneling of money through Michael Cohen to Stormy Daniels to pay her for the NDA, but Donald Trump also paid Michael Cohen an excess amount of money, or an amount that exceeded the amount to Stormy Daniels for tax reasons and to give him like a bonus for doing so. And then he lied on financial documents, calling it a legal expense, saying that he was paying his lawyer a retainer, but he wasn't doing that. He was concealing a payment to Stormy Daniels, and the reason he concealed it was to win an election.
Okay. First thing, you're talking about the hush money case.
Where he was convicted, yes.
No, he was not. It happens because of the justice system has wrongly used against him. It's
Wait,
like
are you
kind
saying
of
that Donald
weapon.
Trump was not convicted in the hush money case?
Yeah, but the judges, the
Wait.
remember they did it. So he
Wait.
can get a
Just yes or no? Yes
negative
or no?
impact
Was
on the
Donald Trump
election.
convicted in the
People
hush money
won't
case?
vote him. That's why they did this.
Fucking God. Yes or no? Was Donald Trump convicted in the hush money case?
Nope. I don't agree that.
But was he?
Huh?
But was he convicted? You might not agree with the conviction, which is stupid. But
the justice system they use for the weapon, they use as a weapon.
but do you have
the
any
justice
evidence of
system.
this? Do you have any evidence?
Okay, what the cases got against him and the way he got convicted, you are saying what the evidence they showed, real evidence. The lady, she said to her husband, he's an ape. How could she say to a guy, and he's a African American guy? How could she say to her husband? And that lady is like so terrible, and she's like.
wait, are
porn
you
star.
referring to you're referring to Stormy Daniels?
Oh man.
Is that who you're talking about? The lady you're referring to? You're talking about Stormy Daniels, the adult film actress.
I don't know what to explain you guys, but the thing is that what you guys are saying, what you wrote that Trump is a terrible. No, my friend, you have to be proud to him that.
Okay, yeah, that's not good. Guys, again, once again in chat, I appreciate everyone being here. Double tap the screen, but yeah, that guy's like as you know, like even what like just because somebody may like have an accent, A, doesn't mean they're not American, but B, just because somebody is part of a like if that person has an accent, and I'm seeing comments like, "Oh, you voted for like your deportation," bro. Come on, let's not do that, guys. Come on. I appreciate if we don't do that. Like he's clearly an American citizen. He went to jury duty multiple times. He has just as much of a right to speak his mind, you know. And that doesn't mean he's any less crazy than other MAGA supporters because he wasn't, going off any evidence. But let's not do that. Come on, we can attack. We can talk about the fact that people aren't engaging on anything of substance. We don't have to bring up that stuff, guys. That's not cool.
Jennifer, thanks for the $1.50. Harry, I adore you. I also truly appreciate your continued efforts to educate us all. With you, I have faith in your future and the future of all young people. Oh, Jennifer, you're always so nice. I always appreciate you being here. You're very kind. Melanie, thanks for the 50 cents. I screen recorded the dolphin dive. Just posted it on TikTok for you to see since you looked away. Yeah, can you drop me the link? That'd be great. Aaliyah, thanks for the 1. Discord loves you. Please tell Bob to be careful. He needs to learn. Cody, thanks for the 5. 2 legends on one screen, Chris and Harry. Cody, my man, we love you. We love you. We appreciate you, brother. Thanks for being here again, man. You're always supporting. Hannah, thanks for the 5 cents. Sorry, Harry, but after ditching us for the Peloton too much, Bob bias. I'm okay with that. I gotta be honest. Alexia, thanks for the 5. Don't read out loud. You got it, Alexia. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. Kiosa, thanks for the 1. Okay, what was Trump Jr. blabbling about? I don't know. I haven't seen any Trump Jr. clips recently. Patricia, thanks for the 20. Sent Chris 20 on PayPal, says pending. We need y'all. I appreciate so much. Thank you, Patricia. That's incredibly kind. Jordan, thanks for the 1 as well, brother. Chris now has CTE. Chris traumatic.
Yeah, dude. I
don't even know the pronunciation.
I probably am gonna have to dude. When I'm 30, I'm gonna be up here talking about how I love Trump. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. That's bad. That's really bad.
Yeah, he's not in it for the long run. I'm going to mispronounce your name as well. Gutierrez, the gentleman with the last name Gutierrez, Mississippi senator making men yanking it illegal. Yeah, we're familiar with that, Bill. Yeah. Michaela, thanks for the 1. I love you so much. Michaela, we love you back. I appreciate you being here. It's very kind. Posny, thanks for the 2 on PayPal, or excuse me, Cash App. Sent money to some account similar to your user. Yeah, again, people try to impersonate us on Venmo and Cash App and PayPal. So whether it's me, Dean, Chris, whoever, Parker, the best way to support on those apps is to go through the link in our bio, because if you just look it up, like different accounts come up and people impersonate us. Jennifer, thanks for the 2. Honestly, for the first time, I fully see and feel how truly weak the MAGA mind is. This is so disheartening how many Americans are so damn blind and tricked. Jennifer, trust me, we're feeling that right now. We're feeling that right now. Nick, thanks for the 1 as well, my man. I appreciate you. Who's going to the Super Bowl tomorrow? Bills and Eagles. Chris, who's your prediction?
Your prediction is Bills Eagles? Dude, I really want the Commanders to do it because, I want to see it, but it's not going to happen. It's not. Objectively, you got to take the Eagles there. They'll probably win by 10. And give me the Bills. I'll go Bills and Eagles too.
Bills and Eagles.
By the way, the person in the comments, this hoodie is from the Washington, D.C. airport, oddly enough.
Interesting. Kaylee, thanks for the 10. Feel free to share. Listener in West Virginia scared for my reproductive rights after needing an emergency abortion for an ectopic pregnancy in June. It's terrifying not knowing what the future holds. Thankful for fighting for our rights and educating, no matter how exhausting. Well, we appreciate you. And we're so sorry you had to go through something like that. And the fact that experience even has to be in question of whether you can get the care speaks to how just fucking insane MAGA is. And the policies that they're putting in. So I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm glad you're still here and you're doing well. It's fucking nuts,
really,
man.
Really proud of you. Really proud of you.
We'll adjust the rest of them later. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and the link in the bio for Chris and I if you want to support the live.
Really quick, Elise, thank you so much for $1. I appreciate you so much. I got you. I will tonight, I promise. I appreciate you. Tree, it's really good to see you. Thank you so much. Got my heart broken on top of a mentally exhausting job and mentally exhausting guy and mentally exhausting week. But I'm so glad I caught this live after not being able to watch all week. So glad you're on this earth. You're the sweetest ever. Tree, I'm proud of you. And I'm sorry it's been a hard week. One day at a time. You got this. I really appreciate being here. Seriously, it means a lot. Thank you for your support. Mac, thank you so much for $5. Guests are absolutely insufferable tonight. I don't know how you do it. I'm about to crash out. Mac, I could not have said it better myself. The last few days, I've been very close on live to just full on being in some compilation that's part of an alt-right pipeline on YouTube of me just freaking out. Mac, I really appreciate your support. You're the best. Paris, thank you so much for $1. I came to say you are cooking tonight, but then this dude spoke about Trump being a follower of Christ and literally spit out my water. Well, so how it happens sometimes. Paris, thanks for being here. I appreciate the kind words. Seriously. Cassidy, thank you so much for $2. I know this can be tiring, but genuinely need you to know there are tons of people who look forward to seeing you every day, myself included. I appreciate and love you. I love you. I appreciate those words a lot. Seriously, it means a lot for you that you're here. And thank you for your support. Olivia, thank you so much for $2. As a woman right now, I am scared for losing my human rights, but seeing you stick up for us means a lot to me. Fear does not work as long as we have hope. You guys give us hope. And right now, I know it's hard to have hope, but Harry and I decide to choose it every day. And sometimes it's all you can do. Olivia, I really, really, really appreciate the kind words. Thank you for being here. Jennifer, I truly enjoy tuning into your lives. It's become a daily staple. It's food for my brain. It also allows the opportunity to check in and make sure you're practicing self-care. As always, be kind to yourself as you are to us. Jennifer, I love you. You're always so supportive. Huge W's. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Amy, thank you so much for $30 on Venmo. That is not something I take for granted. Thank you for doing what you do. You have way more patience than I do when trying to get through to MAGA. Love you and Harry. Amy, we love you so much. And truly, that's not something I take for granted. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. W's in the chat for Amy. John, thanks so much for $3. Another good to see you. Why is Harry being a Chris hater for the Dolphin Dive? Chris 1, Harry 0. Can I get some W's for John? What a beauty. I've never heard something said better in my life. I put my life on the line, my body on the line for this, Harry. Not doing shit. I appreciate you, John. Maggie, so good to see you. $5. Chris, hello. Are you okay? I am. The Dolphin Dive, I survived. Maybe we'll do another one. Maggie, I appreciate you. It's good to see you. Paris, another $1. Dude's like Trump because of Jesus, but Trump didn't even put his hand on the Bible. Did we ever did he not put his hand on the Bible at all, Harry?
Did not, no.
Really?
Yeah.
Has anyone from the press asked him about that?
Not that I've seen.
Nice. That's fantastic. Paris, I appreciate you so much. Violet, thank you so much for $1. Chris, girl for life. Sorry, not sorry. Well, Harry, I mean, look at him. He looks like shit. Violet, I appreciate you
Chris
a lot.
is built
Ashley,
like a fucking microwave, dude. You should see this guy in person. It's
and
terrible.
I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it.
Yeah,
Ashley, thank you so
microwave
much
Chris.
all right, appreciate
Microwave
the,
mac and cheese Chris.
All right.
Kraft
Ashley,
mac
thanks so
and
much.
cheese Chris.
All right, Ashley, thank you so much for Thank you so much for $1, Ashley. I appreciate you a lot. I hope to see you tomorrow night on a live after Chiefs win. Also, happy belated birthday. I hope it was a great day. Well, my birthday has actually not come yet. It's in a couple more days, I believe. But I appreciate the kind words a lot, seriously. And no Patrick Mahomes tomorrow. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. Is the game tomorrow? Or I thought it was next week.
Tomorrow.
Oh, thank God. All right. Jordan, thank you so much for $10. No thought. I just love watching you. W's Jordan. I appreciate that a lot. Seriously, your support means the world. Diana, good to see you. $30 on Venmo. You guys are unbelievably kind. Again, never take it for granted. Wanted to send you also, keep educating. Also, elder millennials are fighting, but Gen Z is going to save our country. Thank you. I love you. You're amazing. You are absolutely incredible, truly, from the bottom of my heart. Autumn, thank you so much for $1. My professional medical advice is wait 5 to 10 business days before performing another dolphin dive. Well, I'll take that into consideration, Autumn. I appreciate you. Elise, I'm forever Chris Dan because one of you doesn't set off the fire alarm while cooking, possibly one of the easiest foods. Yo,
Chat, what was that person's name, Chris?
Elise.
Chat, can we get that guy out of the live, please? Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Carly, good to see you.
we ready
Hold
to
on a sec,
talk?
Amy.
Chris
Chris just keeps talking. I know, Amy. We're trying to get to you. Chris just keeps fucking yapping, dude.
No, you're good. Okay, so first I wanted to say that I respect your guys' decisions and everything that you guys have voted for, and it's not like I'm against anything that you guys have said. But I have questions because my parents are immigrants who immigrated over from South Africa about 20 years ago. And I wanted to ask why it would be better for someone to just cross the border or come over here and get paid, or not get paid, but get their health care and everything paid by taxes, like my hard-earned money, through taxes instead of someone doing it through like the legal way. Like it took them 10 years to get out here just for their legal
Very, very quick to answer this. We want people coming in legally, and nobody's paying for their health care.
So like I know people, I have a boyfriend who has an illegal stepdad, and he doesn't have health care, which means the tax dollars are paying for it.
Hold on.
Is that correct?
Wait,
or am I wrong?
No, you're wrong. He doesn't have health care. Just hold.
Okay, so like if he goes to hospital,
Just hold on for a second. Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Did your boyfriend vote for Trump?
He did.
Does your boyfriend is he close with his father-in-law at all?
Yeah.
And that he knows that ICE raids are going on right now.
Exactly, because my parents did it the right way, and it takes time for someone to come over here through legal.
So let's hold on.
Just. Go ahead, Chris. Just.
Okay, wait. And so we're okay. And this is. I'm sorry. I just want to clarify. This is your boyfriend's father.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Your boyfriend's father.
And your boyfriend knows that his father is at much higher risk of deportation now.
Yes, except with deportation, it's not. If you come over here and you're working and you're not causing harm, like
No. Donald Trump and his border czar Tom Homan have said, if you're undocumented in this country, you are on the table. It's not just people who break the law.
It's mostly people who are going to be.
No.
It's not like 100% that they're not going to.
No,
get
Amy. No. That is not they. Oh my God! Your fucking boyfriend and you voted for his father to be deported.
Exactly, because I'm paying his tax.
Okay. All right, wait. Let's hold on. Can we hold on, Harry? Hold on. Sorry, go ahead, Amy. Sorry, go ahead.
What do you mean?
Like-
Sorry, go ahead, bro. What the fuck? You hear this? I mean, sorry, go ahead,
He's trying to educate me and see if
bro.
like,
You
if I'm
voted
wrong
for
and
him
I'm
to be
not getting it.
deported. Your boyfriend voted for his father to be deported.
Okay, so my parents and my family and everybody else, they all pay taxes, correct?
Okay,
If he comes
wait.
in here and he works and he doesn't pay taxes,
He
Wait.
pays
and
taxes.
he does not.
Yes, they do. Undocumented migrants can pay taxes through an ITIN, which is like a
I
version of a
understand
social
that.
security number. And they also pay taxes through like sales tax, for example. So when he buys something in the store, he pays sales tax.
No, I know, but like through the paycheck, you don't get.
You
paid
can do that. You
taxes
can pay
if-
taxes through an ITIN on a paycheck.
But he doesn't because it comes under the table.
How do you know?
For cash.
Okay, because it's
asked
getting.
him about it.
Wait, can I hold on. I need to understand something. Holy shit. Okay. First of all, like people like Harry and I, what we're supportive of and what Democrats have been supportive of is like massively reforming the immigration system. So people like your parents who immigrated from South Africa, like the bipartisan border bill from 8, 9, 10 months ago, however long ago it was, would have approved or denied visas within 6 months and funneled all this, like basically a massive reform of our immigration system, funneled a bunch of money into the judicial system, into the security so people could come here legally and we could also give a pathway to citizenship for people who were here legally. That's what Harry and I are very supportive of because it shouldn't take 10 years and it causes people, because our immigration system is broken, to want to come here illegally. Furthermore, second point I need to understand, does he have healthcare or does he not have healthcare?
He does not have healthcare.
Okay,
So
so
you're not
nobody
paying
is
for his
paying for his healthcare. If that guy shows up to the hospital and leaves and he doesn't have healthcare, the hospital is going to send him a bill. And then if he doesn't pay that bill, a collections officer, they're gonna basically just try to track him down, and then they could go to court. They could do whatever they want. I don't know. But regardless, no one's then paying for that. Actually, the hospital is just eating it at that point.
Okay, well then also talking about like healthcare and stuff. I don't know much about the Obamacare, and I was wondering like, so like how does that work? Doesn't that like fund people who aren't able to pay for healthcare and stuff?
No. Obamacare gives a public option to people that they still pay for it. It's through the government as opposed to a private company, but they're still paying a monthly price for it and a deductible like everybody else.
Okay.
So in this instance, if we're agreeing, then really your father's boyfriend is not really causing you direct harm on your taxes at all. In fact, I would argue immigration as a whole, undocumented immigration, has actually done nothing but like mainly benefit our economy because there's not enough native-born workers to work every job. So like when we mass deport a bunch of people like Trump wants to, who are all working jobs at all different levels, I know a lot of people bring up things like farm jobs. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about literally anything, any job from all spectrums. And we deport all of them. A bunch of businesses are going to close and we're going to go into a massive recession. But I do find it very, and I don't know, I think Harry, maybe I'm just too, I don't know. I certainly feel like really bad in this moment for some reason because I'm like, damn, I don't think you guys realize that like they don't give a fuck if you're violent, not violent, working or not working. They have started the raids in every major city in America, and ICE is going to door, and Donald Trump will use his executive authority to continue. If you don't have documentation, you're gone. It's morally abhorrent, but it's exactly what he campaigned on for months. It's his main thing.
I don't know why you feel bad.
Because this is someone's fucking family, Harry.
Bro, I'm pissed. That's what I'm fucking. I don't feel bad. I'm fucking pissed.
I mean, no, I know what you're saying. I know. I don't know. I don't fucking know. America's such a fucking shitty fucking place. I don't know. I mean, it's Donald Trump's fault. It's obviously, but also like, I'm not like I'm not angry at guests every fucking day for voting against whatever. I get it. I understand. I do. I don't know.
So what are you going to do if he gets deported?
Then he gets deported. He goes back to his own country.
Is that going to like mess up? Is that going to mess up like your boyfriend's like mental health or anything?
No. Like, so if he can go back to his home country, he can pay his taxes in his home country. But asylum is different. And I don't agree with what he did with the asylum.
Wait. Your father, wait. Your boyfriend's father is an asylum seeker.
No. He just came over here on a boat or jet ski. Or
Can I ask a question? How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
I have no idea.
I'm going to say 18.
Wait, are you above the age of 18 or not? Like, are you like
I am.
legitimately? You are?
But
Because I
wait,
voted, yes.
what year were you born?
2006, September 22nd.
Okay. Okay. And your boyfriend is roughly the same age, I assume,
Yes.
and
Roughly.
his family is like, does his father like give his son a place to live, like your boyfriend?
No.
Okay, so your boyfriend is off doing his own stuff.
Yes.
Does he have? Okay. And your boyfriend is okay if his father gets deported.
Yes.
Why?
Because he came
What?
over here illegally, and my boyfriend came
Wait.
over here legally and
Wait,
waited to
wait.
get a legal
Wait,
residency for 8
can I
years.
ask a question?
Wait, where
about
was your
that?
boyfriend born?
El Salvador.
So your boyfriend came in legally,
Yes.
but his father came in illegally?
Correct.
So they came in at different times.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, wait.
And
If
your boyfriend voted for Trump.
Exactly.
So does he want his father to get deported?
Well, if you're coming over here illegally and people are taking 8-10 years to come over here, like my grandma is stuck in South Africa because it's terrible there, and she can't get over here because the program is taking so long to get over here that, like, if it was just as easy as it was for everybody else to walk across the border, then why couldn't she just do that?
But does your boyfriend want his father to get deported?
Yes.
Okay. So wait,
But he likes his father.
Yes, but nothing's as easy as it.
What the fuck?
Okay, so
hold
what
on,
the
hold on,
actual
hold
fuck is going on?
But don't you think it's possible? Don't you think it's possible that, like, although I feel very much for your parents' circumstance, again, it's probably not an effective policy proposal to say, like, we're going to deport people because, I'm upset that I didn't have the same opportunity to become a legal citizen. Wouldn't it just make more sense if we all support a policy that's like approving or denying visas, say, within 6 months, and fixing our immigration system so everybody can flourish? Because just because somebody came in illegally and the process may have been, quote, easier for them does not mean we don't have to compare that to somebody else's. We can just support everybody having a better, easier pathway to legal citizenship. Like, why does your boyfriend's father from El Salvador hinge at all on what's going on with your parents? Those should be. I mean, I understand they're like anger and emotion, but like I don't know.
I was saying it because it's a similar situation.
Okay,
But like, if you're like very upset about how your grandmother, for example, can't get to the United States from South Africa because of the immigration system, wouldn't you want to vote for people who are proposing to make that system more efficient?
Well, I'm not upset that she can't come over here. I'm upset that other people make it easier to just walk across the border. And she's taking her time, taking the 10 years, 8 years that it takes to come over here legally. And other people can just come over here.
But do you understand that anybody that like walks over the border illegally, first of all, is exceedingly rare. Second of all,
then how do they get over here?
the majority of
Through
people who have come
cars?
in recent years have come in through legal programs, right? That they've abused. Those programs are definitely being abused, but they're technically here legally. Anyway, wouldn't you want to vote for
It's
candidates who make it
definitely
more
not rare
efficient,
that they
though?
come over here.
What was
Like,
that?
I don't think it's rare that they just walk over here. It's
No, but Harry's saying that
every day.
he's saying that they walk over and they're going through a legal process, the asylum process.
So the majority of people are coming in through legal process, but the people who walk like undocumented, they walk across the border, or they go under the tunnels or whatnot, their lives in the United States are awful, right? They can't get certain jobs. They can't apply for government programs. They're constantly worried about being deported. So you're like, well, these people come into the country legally and they're here. No. It's not like they're just like, oh, we're here in America. Now we're prosperous. They have to they're on watch 24/7, especially now with raids taking place every single day. We just learned that raids are taking place in Los Angeles right now. And the operation is going to be 7 days a week. So these people are not living it up. So wouldn't you want to vote for people like Kamala Harris, who, for example, proposed a stronger border, but also wanted to make the legal immigration system more efficient?
Okay, so under Kamala's and Biden's administration, there were like 6 something million of people coming over here. Under
Yes.
Trump's administration, it was less.
So we would argue that that's correlation without causation. So like if we look at the deportation numbers for example, Biden deported a slightly higher percentage of people compared to Donald Trump. It was almost identical. So just because there was more people at the border or being encountered at the border didn't mean that there was some policy change that was allowing them to come. In fact, again, like border patrol.
No, but they were letting them walk over here.
But again, they weren't. The border patrol data would not reflect that at all. Like if the deportation numbers are almost identical, then what we're like, if they were being let in, what we should see is border patrol engaging someone at the border, arresting them, and then them not being deported. We would see that in the numbers that are released every month, but that's not what it shows. It actually shows.
So what you said is like arrest them here, and then keep them here.
Yeah, I'm saying that the deportation numbers. Joe Biden deported over 50% of people that came into the United States. And if there was some policy that you're referencing that doesn't exist, that just allowed the border to be open or allowed people to walk in, then what we would be seeing is Border Patrol arrest people and then them not being deported. The deportation percentages would be lower, and they're not.
So you're saying like they get arrested here in the United States, then what happens to them?
And then, well, I mean, that depends. A lot of times they're given a court date and let back into the United States. Sometimes that court date is set for 7 or 8 or 9 years later. Sometimes they're arrested and they're sent back somewhere. Sometimes they're arrested, let into the United States, show up to court, and they're sent back somewhere. It just depends.
Okay, so I live in Denver, and there's a bunch of Venezuelan gangs here in Denver. And that's because that only happened because it was under Kamala and Biden's administration.
So again, I don't think that there was a specific law or policy that caused
There wasn't, but the way the borders were basically completely open.
Can I just for 1 second, can I ask a question? You said, so you were born in 2006, so you're 18.
Yes.
Okay. And how old's your boyfriend?
20.
Okay. And how long ago did he come to America?
In 2014, I think. No, 2018. 2019.
Wait, okay. But I thought you said he came to America 8 years ago.
I didn't say anything about 8 years ago. I moved here when I was in 2014.
Oh, you moved here 8 years. Were you born in America?
No, I was born in Scotland.
Okay. And
after my parents got legal residency and got sponsored through a company, we got our permanent residency, and now we live here.
I understand. Okay, I understand. Your boyfriend's 20. Okay. Okay. And okay.
So what program is your boyfriend here on? Because he wasn't born in the United States. So what program is he on? Do you know?
I don't. It's not a program. He got sponsored by Vail Resorts, which is in Summit County. I don't know if you guys are close to know about Brack, but like Breckenridge. Vail Resorts sponsored him to come work out here.
Oh,
Breckenridge, like the ski resort?
Yes. Like Vail Resorts, the company, sponsored him to come out here and work on on a work visa out here, and then that's how he got out here permanently.
Okay, so he through the work visa then got permanent citizenship.
Exactly.
Okay.
So why can't everybody else do it like that instead of just
because
getting the easy way out?
Not everybody's getting a fucking sponsor. There's not just sponsors handing it out to everybody. And what we're arguing for
that's
is
how it should be. It shouldn't just get handed out to everybody.
What we're arguing is that it should just be easier for everyone, because right now it takes fucking 10 years.
10 years.
And a lot of people don't have 10 years. After COVID,
because they're doing it the right way and not walking across the border.
But why can't we just support? Donald Trump doesn't support this, but Democrats do. When all these people and their economies were destroyed from COVID and inflation because they had smaller economies, they needed to go elsewhere, their lives were ruined, so they migrated to the United States. They obviously don't have 10 years or 15 years to wait and apply. Why can what Democrats supported was a massive overhaul of our immigration system, which in that bill was very strict in a lot of ways. It was arguably the strictest border bill, but Republicans agreed on it. But it would also, we could approve or deny visas within 6 months. It would give more legal rights to citizens who do come here, like unaccompanied minors. It forced more legal immigration into the country while giving the president more executive authority to deal with the border, like close it if it was a problem. So like, why can't we just support, like Donald Trump doesn't support that, but Democrats do. So that would fix everyone's problem here. It wouldn't take 10 years. And if it didn't take 10 years, then people could apply and actually get citizenship. They wouldn't feel the need to travel here illegally, etc. And people who are here illegally could have a path to citizenship. So that really threw me through a loop, dude. Sorry for like getting, I didn't know how to. You good? Angry?
I'm just baffled.
I don't know.
She voted for her boyfriend's father's deportation, and she doesn't care because he's here undocumented.
Harry, as much as like there's rare moments like this for me, but so it goes back to like this Donald Trump might go down as one of the worst Americans to ever grace the face of America. The amount of disinformation and lies that he floods, the amount of just lies that are pushed onto the American population is unlike anything we've ever seen before. And it leads people to making decisions that they don't understand, that are causing them harm. And even though I would also argue that it's fucking mind-blowing because we try to tell them, Donald Trump is such an unbelievable sack of human shit. And there will be history books written about how about the disinformation playbook to just flood the American population with so many lies every single day that no one can keep up. And you just break the whole argument around like American democracy and our society's falling apart. I hope everyone knows you watch it every day on live. Like our society is literally not able to function. We're not able to have conversations about what the actual facts are with someone like that or the last guest because Donald Trump floods the American population with so many lies, so often, so outrageously that we cannot keep up. It is breaking our society. It is breaking our institutions. It is breaking the judicial system. It is going to break America. And a lot of times I get angry because I'm like, people like that last guest, you'll just sit back and be like, well, we tried. But at the end of the day, the only person to blame is Donald Trump. He's such a fucking piece of shit.
And I still see some idiot in the chat. Oh, Trump saved America. I don't think you understand that you've just been like engulfed in this misinformation cycle where the only person you believe is Trump. You could have experts on a topic screaming from the rooftop saying, hey, this is the case. We've conducted this study, that we have all this information on it. And if Donald Trump says no, you'd say, well, Trump knows best. I mean, you guys are actual like these Trump supporters, man. Charlie, thanks for the 30 cents. Tell Chris Dolphin Dive clip is in his Discord. There you go. Kira, thanks for the $2. Play another Planet Fitness overnight shift, another live. Love from Seattle. We love you. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good shift. Kennedy, thanks for the 2. Can you say hi to my friends Autumn and Angela? They love you. Also love what you do. I love them. I love both of them. Autumn and Angela, great people. Olivia, thanks for the 5. Chris literally bought my feet pics last week and still hasn't paid for them.
Okay, bro. Who said that?
Olivia. Chris, I mean, at least pay the woman for her work, bro.
Okay.
She's sending you feet.
Yo, my bad, Olivia.
I'll get on that, man. I'll make sure you get that cash.
I'm so sick of people lying on my name, bro.
Yeah, okay, Brady. It's not a lie. Emma, thanks for the 2. What's hilarious is Trump probably didn't even have to falsify those records to win, as if that affair would have been a deal breaker for his base. Lucas, thanks for the 5. Hey, Harry, I'm a dream gazer in the box. I have a big question for you, Chris. I'm a teacher. We can definitely get you up here if you're MAGA for sure. Elia, thanks for the 2. I literally love you both and tune in for all of your guys' lives. Because of you guys, I started to fight back with my MAGA family. who are idiots. Again, love you guys. We love you too. Thank you so much for being here. Delma, thanks for the 1. Love you and appreciate you. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Daniela, thanks for the 1 as well. Hey, looking good again. And Danielle, I think you're looking good actually. Ivy, thanks for the 3. Here's for money for better gum. I appreciate that. Barb, thanks for the $2.22. You and Chris together are the best. So smart, so fun. You make life better. And Barb, you make it happen. Thank you so much. Will, thanks for the 5. Tell Chris to the blue tent for a concussion evaluation. Take Chris to the blue tent for a concussion evaluation. Targeting, helmet to helmet. Sarah, thank you for the $50 on PayPal. Please show Sarah some love. That is incredibly kind. Oh my God, Sarah, I cannot tell you how much that means for me. A great discourse and modding. Your humanistic way of bringing people along and educating them is heartening, and honestly, I believe will make effective change. Query: history shows planning is required for boycott and effective protests. For example, in Australia, there was a movement over Christmas to boycott the largest 2 grocery stores, which have been wildly overpricing goods. Easy for metro-based people, but rurally, there are no other options, and there had been no planning to support these people, so the boycott was less than effective. Any insight into whether your peers in the United States are employing these lessons and making effective plans to ensure protests/actions are loud and effective, continuing doing what you're doing? I'm actually not familiar. But I know that there are amazing groups out there that do account for this stuff. So if there are a lot of reproductive rights groups account for this stuff. So no, I'm not familiar with any individual group or any individual movement that's doing that, but I know that there are a lot of really great groups that do a lot of good work. Bronson, thanks for the 2. I work for Medicare, and first, how wrong she was. Second, the amount of 65 plus people who admitted they voted for Trump then immediately said, I'm scared. What he'll do to my Social Security is absolutely outrageous. Again, it's what Chris was just talking about. Isabella, thanks for the 10. Thank you for this community. I felt sick to my stomach with all the hate this week towards human beings. Your lives help so much. Thank you. Isabella, thank you. Thank you for being here. Maureen, thanks for the 2. MAGA are sociopaths. They just are. Well, when you hear something like that, you can't come to any other conclusion, I don't think. Elizabeth, thanks for the 1 with no message on Cash App. I appreciate you. And Madison, thanks for the 3. Love you and what you guys do. Thank you. Madison, thank you. Thank you for being here. It's incredibly kind. Lily, thanks for the 50 cents. Just saying, hey, the MS girl, of course. What's going on, Lily? Good to see you again. Bex, thanks for the 1. Hey, handsome. I'm only in New York City till tomorrow afternoon. Breakfast 8 in the AM. Great job, King. P.S. Hi, Chris. LOL. Hear that, Chris?
You're such a dick.
What?
You hear that, Chris? I got asked out on a date. Yeah, you know what Harry's going to be doing at 11 a.m. tomorrow?
Fast asleep in the crazy
dead asleep,
position.
bro.
All right, if you're MAGA, let me let me know. I'll let you
real quick. Courtney, thank you so much for $1. All pass, but I appreciate you so much. Courtney, W's in the chat for
You'll pass on what, buddy? You'll pass on what?
Nicole, thank you so much for $5. You fucking rock. If you're down there, I'd love to follow you. Do another dolphin dive. We'll see. Depends how bad the debates continue to get. I appreciate your support. Seriously, you rock. Shelby, thanks for $1. I just DM'd you the dolphin dive on X. Shelby, I'm going to check that out. I appreciate you a lot for clipping that. W. Shelby, Autumn, good to see you. $3. Hi, Chris. As a Texan 18-year-old surrounded by MAGA, I'm scared for what our country is becoming. It feels like it feels so handsmaid's tale. Thanks for educating people on politics, Autumn. One day at a time. It's going to be all right, even if it doesn't feel like it will. I promise. I appreciate you being here. Truly, you rock. Thank you for being here. Gabby, thank you so much for $5. Hi from the group chat. Gabby, always a pleasure to see you. My Venmo just broke. We all think you guys are cooking anyways.
That's how I hear when you speak, bro. Get a move on.
We all think you guys are cooking anyways. Hope you're doing well. Chicago misses you. Gabby, you're the best. I'll be back in Chicago soon. Thank you for always being here and being supportive. You rock. Kira, thank you so much for $2. Thanks for always being live at night. Love from Seattle. I love Seattle. What a place. Thank you for being here. You rock. Jennifer, thank you so much for another $2. Forgot to tell you, love the haircut. You're such a handsome young man who's
smart. It looks mid as shit.
You're such a handsome young man who is
haircut looks trash.
You're such a handsome young man who is smart, compassionate, and truly a beautiful soul. My hand rests in my heart with an endearing smile for you. Wow. Jennifer, that's very kind. I got a million W's. I appreciate you always being supportive. Maddie, thank you so much for $5. Hi, Chris. I'm trying to find Kentuckians who want to protest. Could you send people to my profile to check out my latest video if they want to join the fight? Well, if you're a Kentuckian, check out Maddie's profile. Your username is Maddie, MADDYEMCGILL. Maddie, Addie M.
I mean, you think this guy didn't, get out of high school. There you go.
Maddie, EMCGILL. Someone put it in the chat. Maddie, I love you. Nolan, thank you so much for $5. What's up? Keep up good work. I came across a live under the alias Dean Withers 2 and his sister Troll and Harry or something. Search on TikTok. Appreciate you mentioning that, Nolan. Thanks for being here. I'll check it out. Kendi, $2. I appreciate you so much. Maybe, you never know. I appreciate you a lot. Barb, thanks so much for $2.22. You are hilarious. I love when you and Harry do lives together. You hear that, Harry? I'm hilarious. Barb, you're amazing. I love you. Thank you for being here. Amanda, thank you so much for a cent. Please tell the guest she's outing her boyfriend's dad for under the table work. You guys have big Republicans watching you, especially with Harry. Please be careful. That's actually a good point. We probably should have. Amanda, I love you. Thank you for being here, by the way. I appreciate you. Kaylee, $10. It really means the world. You and Harry are the dream team. Love watching you two own MAGA. You guys have got me through the rough first week of the administration. Think I'm losing my mind. I think Harry and I are losing our minds a little bit too, but one day at a time. That's all you can do. I really appreciate being here and being a supporter. It means the world. Madison, thanks for $3 on Venmo. Does the 1% pay more or less taxes prospectively compared to undocumented migrants? I'm curious. I don't know the number, but I feel like migrants pay more of their fair share in taxes than the oligarchy. Actually, I would certainly say the top 1% pay a lot of taxes in America. The top 1% would include anyone who makes over $440,000 a year, roughly, which, can you relax? What I think we actually should be concerned about in terms of taxes, I know people are going to be angry. I do agree. There's a bunch of oligarchs not paying their fair share. It's usually not the top 1%, though. I'd say it's like the top 0.1% that are like really, really rich. Like the people we need to worry about are not making $1 million a year. They're probably paying enough taxes. People who are making like 10 million or have net worths of 100 million cooked. But yeah, but like people like Elon Musk, Zuckerberg, they're paying an effective tax rate of like 5%. So not good, right? I appreciate you a lot. Sophia, thanks for $1. Picture this: busiest bar in Boston. Girl opens TikTok to still watch you, but actually listen because it's very loud in here. Picturing it? Amazing. Thank you so much, Sophia. You rock. W's in the chat. Bianca, thanks so much for $1. I understand the frustration, but unfortunately, these are the same people who said it was rude that MLK wasn't at the inauguration. True. Love all that you do. I love you, Bianca. Maureen, thank you so much for $2. MAGA, our sociopath. Amy was a prime example. You said it, not me, Maureen. I really appreciate $2. Lastly, Sophia, thank you so much for $1. I always have trouble mentally with pinning all the blame on Trump supporters, non-bigoted ones, who genuinely fell victim to the mass spread of misinformation. And it's so scary to see the mass psychological consensus / crazy cognitive dissonance. That is exactly word for word how the fuck I feel. It is a constant mental trip. I don't know who to blame. It really makes me mad. Sophia, I love you. Thanks for speaking my mind, and thanks for $1. You rock. All right, I'm done now.
All right, RB, are you MAGA?
Yeah, I am.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
What year were you born?
2006. I'll be 19 in April.
Okay. Why'd you vote?
Why'd you vote for Trump?
Simply for his immigration and anti-war positions.
Anti-war. Okay. How do you feel? Go ahead, Harry.
No, go ahead, Chris.
No, I don't want to speak anymore. I don't.
Okay, what about Trump is anti-war?
Well, okay. I just like the fact that he doesn't want America involved in wars.
So just to be clear, the guy that's talking about invading Greenland, that guy, and the guy that's talking about invading Panama and taking the Panama Canal by force.
Okay,
and the guy that
okay,
also suggested
but
invading Mexico.
You guys, okay.
And annexing
He
Canada.
talked about that stuff like after the election.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna drive my boy up there crazy, bro. My poor guy up there. This poor soul, man. Look at him. Look what you're doing to him. How can you do this to my brother up there, man? This guy goes through so much, bro.
He didn't.
Poor dude.
I think
he gets a trash haircut and he has to hear this, man. It's terrible, bro. It's a poor guy. It's a rough day for this
Okay,
brother.
I do think I don't agree with the stuff that he's saying about Greenland and Canada. He was mentioning that stuff after he got elected.
Okay, so wouldn't you still say that he's a pro-war though? Even like it doesn't matter whether he said it before he got elected or after. I mean, if he's still saying things like, "Yeah, I want to invade Greenland," that's like inherently a pro-war statement, right? And if we look at his first term as well, what he did with like increasing drone strikes 450%, bombing Syria, bombing Iraq, bombing Yemen, bombing Somalia, dropping the quote "mother of all bombs" on Afghanistan via his own words, increasing civilian deaths in Afghanistan by 330% from 2016 onwards. We got attacked by Iran under Donald Trump. Iran attacked our allies under Donald Trump. The Kurdish-Turkish war continued under Donald Trump because we pulled our forces out and left the Kurds, who are allies of the United States. So isn't that all very pro-war stuff?
Someone said I have a voice filter on. I don't. But anyways, okay, I do I do agree that those things are pro-war, but his stance on Israel and Gaza and Ukraine and Russia, I just think that he wants America to stop sending money to those countries.
Wait.
Or military aid, excuse me.
I'll let you speak, Chris. I just want to point out that Trump just froze military aid to a bunch of countries, except Israel.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Except Israel.
Except Israel.
Okay, but
He actually unfroze. He actually did the opposite. He unfroze a lot. He unfroze a lot of aid that was frozen under the Biden administration for Israel, including 2,000-pound bombs, a lot of like munitions that are considered attacking munitions as opposed to defense, and pretty much just told Netanyahu he has like a blank check. If it wasn't, I mean, it was already pretty blank to begin with, but it's blank.
okay, well, I mean, I don't know what to say to that. So
Yeah, that was not. I mean, again, I think even though Trump may have ran on this, maybe like the question is like, don't you feel kind of lied to? If like we also heard reports, verified reports that like Donald Trump had a conversation with the Danish government around Greenland with other European officials on the call, and apparently they are freaked the fuck out because they kind of assumed going in that Trump was like maybe
Joking?
not joking or not joking and trying to like use it as a leverage, but apparently on the call he was very serious and stern with the Danish government, saying he wants Greenland, and the Danish government literally offered him a cut of some of their minerals, of something around a cut of something around
military bases.
Yeah, and Trump said, no, I want your country. And European officials were really freaked out, and the phone call just kind of ended abruptly. So doesn't that all kind of make you feel a little lied to?
I mean, like I said, he said this stuff after the election.
So don't you feel lied to? Doesn't the point still stand that if he like waited until after the election to start talking about this stuff because he knows how like pro-war and crazy it is, that he kind of like deceived you into supporting him?
Well, yeah, I can admit it on that part. But I still agree with his immigration stance.
So what? All right, we'll pivot. What do you agree with regarding his immigration stance?
Well, I just think that people should come here legally.
We think that too. But
right. So I think that the people that came here illegally should be deported.
But why? Why should all of the people? Are you talking about every single person who's here undocumented?
Well, why not?
Okay. So there's a lot of reason why not. A lot of the majority of people who are here undocumented aren't people who just like walked across the border. They're people who overstayed green cards and work permits, meaning that they were here working legally and their permit just expired. There was no extension, or they didn't seek an extension, right? And these are people who might have been in the country for like 10, 15, 20 years. And those are people who have children here, and those children are American citizens because they were born in the United States. In my view, for somebody like that who's not breaking the law, and matter of fact, they're like working a job and their kids are in school and they're giving back to their community, it makes no sense to deport those people. I think it makes far more sense to give those people a pathway to citizenship, because those are the type of people we want in the United States, people who want to work and people who want to give back and people who are having families and care about their community. Like, why would we deport them and their kids who are also American citizens?
They wouldn't have to worry about that if they came here legally, though.
But the legal system is so broken that it makes it almost impossible to do that. It can take like decades, multiple decades, for people to even have the ability to come here legally in the first place. So like put yourself in somebody in one of their shoes, for example, right? An undocumented migrant's shoes. They have, perhaps bad circumstances in their home country. Maybe they live in Venezuela, where there's a lot of political corruption right now. I mean, the leader of Venezuela, Maduro, quote unquote, just lost an election and just kept power, right? Maybe they have a lot of that. Maybe they're being politically persecuted. Their only option is coming to the United States to seek a better life for them and their family. Are we really going to say to that person who hasn't committed any violent crime?
I get that. My dad is an immigrant.
Oh, so right.
He came here the legal way. Even if it took a long time, you should still do it the legal way.
Right. But think about like people with like immediate circumstances. Like there's no economic opportunity for them. Their kids are hungry. Their family's hungry. Like, wouldn't you in that circumstance also be like, you know what? I'm going to do whatever it takes to save my family. I'm going to go to the United States and like try to work a job there and produce for them.
I get that. But it doesn't mean that you're entitled to come to a country illegally.
Right. So I don't think that it means that either. I don't think like inherently you're entitled to come into the United States just because of that reason. But I'm saying that if somebody is in the United States and that happens to be their story and they've been in the United States for like 10 years and they're working hard, they have no crimes, they're not committing crimes, they're paying taxes, doing all this stuff. Wouldn't we want them to stay in the United States? Because think about it. If we deport all of these people, not only do I think that's incredibly inhumane, but also if you don't really care about the humane aspect of it, what about the economy? A lot of undocumented migrants are working in really important sectors in the economy right now, like agriculture, like infrastructure, like construction. And they make up significant portions of these industries. If we just take them away and say, hey, you're gone, we're going to have a lot of empty jobs, a lot of unbuilt houses, a lot of empty jobs. Isn't that bad?
Well, yeah, that is bad because that's happening in California right now. Like with the crops, people are too afraid to come to work. But I don't know. I just think that you should still come the legal way and we wouldn't have this problem.
So, but can I? Sorry, go ahead, Aaron.
I was just gonna say, like, the Democrats want to make it easier to come in legally. Like, our entire proposal is saying, like, yeah, we understand with a lot of these undocumented migrants, it's a tough situation. They're just trying to have a better life for themselves. Let's not demonize them. We understand that it's just complex. So let's give them a pathway to citizenship. Have them stop fearing every day that they're going to be deported. And if they want to go to work, they can go to work without being fearful of that. But let's also invest in a stronger border, secure that, while also making the immigration system more efficient to make it easier to come in legally. And that doesn't mean that you skip any of the security steps, but it just makes the process less bureaucratic, less paper being done and things like that. Doesn't that sound like a better proposal as opposed to what Donald Trump is doing right now and just deporting everybody and not even trying to address the immigration system at all?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, so then why didn't you vote for Kamala Harris?
Okay, but what exactly did Kamala Harris propose for immigration? Because she literally
Sorry, go ahead.
She literally took away like the securities that people had at the border for children to make sure that they were with their parents.
What?
Like there were tons of videos online of children just being led random cities without their parents.
I think a good rule of thumb is that if you see like a video on the internet, it's probably like wise to question the authenticity automatically and not like there might be a caption on it. I wouldn't believe the caption automatically. No, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden.
There were literally interviewers going up to these women who just had a bunch of like group of migrant children asking them, where are you guys going? Who are these children? And like literally like she would just cover her face. They would run away. Like
probably
not
because
answer-
there's a strange man sticking a microphone in their face. Just a thought.
Well, if you're not doing anything wrong, why wouldn't you just answer the question?
Because they're scared. It's a new country. They're scared. I mean, it is a new country. It's their kids. They're worried.
English.
What?
The lady wasn't a foreigner.
What?
The lady who had the children, she was from America.
Yeah, okay. Well, there could be like entirely different explanations for what this was. Doesn't mean that people are like smuggling children into the country.
Why would a random woman just be with a group of migrant children?
I don't know. I'd have to see
them
the clip
into vans.
I'd have to in van. Okay, this could be literally anything that you're talking about. It could be a goddamn teacher bringing kids from a fucking school into a van. Right? I don't know. I'd have to see the clip that you're talking about in particular. But in terms of the law, I don't know what clip you're talking about. I don't know what the video you're talking about. But I do know the law, and what I do know is that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris didn't change any law to weaken protections for children at the border. There was none of that. And
She
also
took away like the DNA thing.
no, the DNA program was a temporary one. It expired, and then the Biden administration re-implemented it shortly after.
Okay, and
also,
how long was it gone?
a couple months, I think.
Okay.
And also, you asked about like by Kamala Harris's immigration policy. A lot of what I just mentioned, like making the system more efficient, making it easier to come in legally, and securing the border. That's what it was. There was a bipartisan agreement among Republicans and Democrats, including one of the most conservative senators in Congress, who was endorsed by Donald Trump, on a bill that like included funding for the border wall, expanded immigration courts, made it harder to seek asylum, and things like that. There's a bunch of things, hiring more border patrol agents, all of that stuff, while also reforming the system, giving out more work permits and green cards and things like that so people can come in legally. And the Republicans, specifically Donald Trump, killed that bill. Donald Trump bragged about killing the bill. He said, if the bill fails, please blame me. That's what he said.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
If we deport undocumented people, we're gonna fall into like a massive recession. Have you ever heard that before?
Yeah, which is why I think we shouldn't rely on migrants for
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
for that, like a lot of industries that they work in. If we had Americans working in those industries, we wouldn't be so scared that migrants are being deported.
So I think part of the problem is that like there literally isn't enough Americans. Like I talk about this a lot, but like the labor force in America is really like restrained right now and very small. And during COVID, this was really exacerbated. So, for every for every 2 boomers that retired, only 1 person entered the workforce. And so like right now, if we take the unemployment rate, meaning everybody who is actively in the labor force looking for a job but doesn't have one, the unemployment rate right now, and compare it to every single open job in all sectors, there's a huge gap. And so like a lot of economists have cited that the reason our economy is really dominating compared to the rest of the world, GDP is moving significantly faster than every other European nation or every other developed nation on earth right now in the last 2 years. The dollar is stronger than ever. Inflation has come down, all these different things, is because of a key part has been our immigration. And there's been plenty of studies that cite like, if we were to start deporting people or taking away their asylum status, both documented and undocumented people, we would fall into a massive recession. Businesses would start to close. I think Bloomberg did their estimate of widespread tariffs plus mass deportation, our GDP falling 9% over 10 years, which at that point, we wouldn't even be a world superpower. I mean, that's unheard of. That's insane. So I do think it's important, like even if we feel like Americans should be working their jobs, there literally isn't enough Americans. Like the immigrants right now are holding up the American economy single-handedly.
There's enough Americans.
There's enough Americans. There literally isn't.
It's just the fact that there's a lot of Americans that don't want to work those jobs.
No, there literally isn't enough Americans in the labor force.
There's plenty of Americans.
There is like no. But what you're not understanding, is that hold on. What you're not understanding is that like when I say like our labor force, obviously there's 20 million Americans, but what we've seen, especially over the last decade, that's gotten a lot worse now, is that like most of those Americans are older. So the older population is a lot larger, the younger population is a lot smaller. And when this happens in an economy like basic economics, like the younger population that's working, the labor force, has to prop up the older generation that's much bigger and needs, obviously more resources, et cetera. And so economists keep citing that we've run into a massive problem. This is what caused China's economy to like really start to slow down and struggle over the last 5 years. Is they implemented a one-child policy because they were scared about overpopulation. They reversed that policy too late and couldn't get people to have children, and it destroyed their economy because their labor force was so small, and most of their population was made up of older people. So right now, if we take the entire labor force of the United States, people who can work and are working, there is not enough of them to fill every single job. It's just a fact. It's short by like 700,000. It's not just people talk about like, oh, Americans don't want to work low paying. It's not low paying jobs. It's every job. It's low paying jobs. It's farm work. It's Walmart. It's doctors. It's lawyers. Our labor force is going to crush our economy sooner rather than later. And the fact that we've had this massive immigration over the last 4 years has literally saved us. Every economist ever has cited it. I can cite it right now.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to like cite the source? Fantastic. Double tap screen, everybody.
Tony, thanks for the $1.50. Thank you. I know you. I can't fucking read. Thank you. I know one day I'll be voting for you. I appreciate you, Tony. Leah, thanks for the $20 as well. Help us understand why Trump isn't being stopped. There's just not much we can stop. We just don't have the numbers. Kennedy, thanks for the 2. Can you say hi, Autumn and Angela again? I missed the screen recording. Hello to Autumn and Angela again. Autumn and Angela are fantastic people, I've heard. Kennedy tells me that they are, so I think Autumn and Angela are terrific. Tony, thanks for the $1.50. This is for Chris. Tell him you're angry too. Renali, thanks for the 1. I don't understand how you fully explain something I just bounced right now. Yeah, no, I Ghost, thanks for the 3. Thank you, Harry and Chris, for being one of the saner people in the world. Love from Jackson. And Ghost. And Chris, just interrupt me when you have it, all right?
Yeah, you're fine.
Lilith, thanks for the sorry.
Oh, here it
thanks.
is. I got it. So this is well, first of all, this is titled Understanding America's Labor Shortage. And this is from the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, written by Stephanie Ferguson, who is the Senior Director in Workforce and International Labor Policy for the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. At the height of the pandemic, more than 120,000 businesses temporarily closed and more than 30 million U.S. workers were unemployed. Since then, job openings have steadily increased while unemployment has steadily declined. So we see like this is a graph I'm looking at. The source is the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and the graph was made by the U.S. Chamber. It was an analysis. The graph was made by the U.S. Chamber. Currently, right now, as of November of 2024, there are 7.7 million job openings and 7.1 million unemployed workers. So that's a shortfall of about 600,000. And then it goes on to talk about the stats of understanding the gap and how it links to immigration and how it relates also to what I was talking about in 2020, where essentially economists were talking about this extensively. Boomers started retiring a lot, and we were able essentially to avoid what was supposed to be a massive crash for now because of a lot of our immigration, both documented and undocumented, is currently filling a gap in the labor force with all of those people working that if they were all gone would really, really like slow down our GDP and crush us.
Okay, well, I mean, so you guys are arguing that the solution is just to let people flood the country?
No.
The solution is to reform our immigration system so it is easier to come here legally. The bipartisan border bill would have approved or denied visas within 6 months and required over time as we let people in to increase. It would have required more legal immigration over time. And so I think our argument is that people should come here legally, but the process is broken and we need to reform it.
Okay, and how long will that take?
Well, we had a bipartisan border bill like 9 months ago that Republicans and Democrats were all in agreement on. We had the votes for it. It came to the floor. And then all of a sudden, it got tanked by Republicans because Donald Trump called him a favor because, 8 months before an election, he needed to campaign on the border. And he explicitly told Republicans, if you vote for this bill, it will be a win for the Biden administration with this massive border immigration reform. I can't afford that. And so they killed it. And right now, I don't think Donald Trump has plans to introduce another border bill. So I don't know. Probably at best 2028, 2029, actually.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Well, not I know, but like same. I don't know either. We live in a society.
Well, anyway, if you
do you mind if I ask you one more question?
Yeah.
What state did you vote in?
Kentucky.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a Skyline chili near you by chance?
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Well, anyway, unless you have anything else you want to say, we can leave it there if you'd like.
I also have a question. Actually, never mind. Okay, thank you.
No problem. Have a good one. All right.
Okay.
Harry.
Cups of the rose, bitches in my old phone. I should call one and go home. I've been in this club too long. The woman that I would try is happy with a good guy. But I've been drinking so much, and I'ma call her anyway and say, fuck that nigga.
Wait. Keep it on, bro. Do not pause it, please.
I know you still think about the times we had. I say, fuck that nigga that you think you found. And since you picked up, I know he's not around. Oh, I'm just saying you could do better. Tell me, have you heard that lately? I'm just saying you could do better. And I'll start hating on you if you make me.
You can put on 8 a.m. in Charlotte real quick. Maybe we can light up another guest after that. But I need to hear the full song. I need to put really get the mic close to it, man. Turn the speakers all the way up. Thanks, appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just sad right now. It's sometimes my go-to in my field songs. Sometimes. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah. I'm out here on the road. You can hear it in the voice. Still get this shit off though. Look. The money speaking for itself, I call it fortune tell. 5 top from a bitch that work at corporate sales. Chinchilla, you shopping, we skiing out at Courchevel. Breaking news, they try to kill him, but the boy prevails. I leave for tour and my niggas fucking go to jail. Preaching to the dogs by wanting more for themselves. It's weighing heavy on my moral scale. Knowing they gon' sell another Citizen Kane, they think they Orson Welles. Walking Chanel, they like, how the fuck you need more Chanel? I got these cats tucking tails on 4-quarter sales. I'm used to seeing tears drop over enormous meals. The restaurant clears out, faint echoes of Lauryn Hill. I say we gotta talk about us, I feel like Jordan Peele. Could tell I'm getting under your skin like an orange peel. Cause your words don't match your actions like a foreign film. And now silence in the lamb like the horror film. Things get quiet after me stating the obvious. Things get kinky after 15 years of dominance. That October sky is looking ominous. The money is autonomous. Shout to Oliver North, he out in Rome doing Toronto shit. And Jeremiah the watchdog, you niggas know what time it is. I'm in and out of Houston.
What did he say? He said after shit gets kinky after 15 years of dominance. It's a cold line. It's a cold line. It's a cold line.
We just needed a quick music break, everybody. We just needed
Been there, done that, messed around. I'm having fun. Don't bring me down. I'll never let you sweep me off my feet.
Look at this guy saying thanks for liking Trump music. Don't you dare put Drake and Trump in the same sentence. Don't say my name. I can see the frustration.
The only people that guy should be putting in the same sentence is his girlfriend and Harry Sisson. Because, well, I've seen it myself. Poor guy, poor sap.
I can see the frustration. I can see the frustration in your face. I'm in a constant state of fear, but you all give me hope. Please don't give up. We need you. We need you too. I hope you know that. I appreciate you being here. Elizabeth, thanks for the 1. Guys, I'm so sorry this is the country getting. I know. Katie, thanks for the 2. Please talk about the shock doctrine. Yeah.
I can't be compromised. Fucking on my ex, we ain't apologize. Cause I'm way too young and you always right. Threw it in my face, I'm on another flight. Girl,
Chloe, thanks for the 2. Thank you for what you and Christine do. You give me hope in these scary times. You talk about the possibility of Trump being impeached. Probably not for the next 2 years at least. Lucia, thanks for the 10. Harry, please let me explain something on immigration. I just want to bring some awareness to how complicated it is to do the right way. My username is Ali Lulandia. Yeah, if you want to come up and...
Braden says it's a zest fest. Well, your girlfriend last night, she never mind, bro.
Yeah, I just find that listening to Drake is a zest fest. Bet you're fun at parties.
Dude, so
I bet you're fun at parties. I bet you're that guy that's
fucking
like,
cool.
Dude, turn off the like Drake. Oh, bro, turn on this undergrad rapper, dude. Like, turn on like fucking Kendrick, dude. Nobody knows that guy. I bet that's you at the party, bro. And then you're standing in the corner and you're like, you're wearing your Yeezys and your box logo Supreme hoodie, and you're wondering like, dude, why don't the girls come up and talk to me? And you're like, you're like, God, they're so it's their fault, not mine. That's you, big dog.
That dude's still wearing the khaki joggers.
He's wearing the khaki joggers. It's clipped at the bottom. You have the strings hanging to your kneecaps.
It's 2016. He's got the khaki joggers on. He's wearing like a black sweatshirt into the bars, feeling just ultra fi.
Yeah.
It's tough, man.
Liliana, thanks for the 1. I worked for USCIS. Please bring me up. We can also get you up for sure. Claudia, thanks for the 10. Smoothie bowl fun. Thank you so much. I like an acai bowl every day, man. Joanna, thanks for the 2. Seriously, what people are asking, Harry, what do you use the money for? Tuition, rent, food, gym, acai.
Harry, when you order that acai place, you get it delivered?
Shut up. Joanna, thanks for the 2. Keep up the good fight. I'm a Native American, and they coming for us next, saying that we don't have birthright citizenship. Keep fighting against the Manga Mussolini supporters. Wish I could give more. Joanna, you just being here, I appreciate you, and it is a scary time. So I hear you. Thank you so much for being here. And if you ever need anything, let us know. Mariana, thanks for the 1 cent. Hi, Harry. What's going on? Cece, thanks for the 2. Don't worry, Harry. Your hair looks great too. No need to get jealous of all the compliments Chris is getting. I just want to make. I just want to humble my guy over here. You know what I'm saying? Tree, thanks for the 2. Chris is literally just a little flower. Are you fucking kidding me? You also mean to him, LMAO. Give Chris like 3 compliments. This is a threat. Chris is a flower. You don't know this guy like I know this guy. Trust me. Melissa, thanks for the 5. Can we stop debating MAGA and have our own chats because I don't care what they think? We have to try to convince people. Caleb, thanks for the 10 cents. Please tell Chris to be a good boy and read my PayPal message. I think he missed it. All love, guys. Thanks for what you do. I appreciate you, Caleb. He now has the message. Maddie, thanks for the 5. Chris did a horrible job at plugging me. Thought you could do better. Looking for Kentuckians to protest. The user is Maddie E. McGill, and the info is under my latest video. Love you both. Maddie E. McGill. Kentuckians out there. Suzanne, thanks for the 10. Thanks for always showing up to School of Fools. We try. We sometimes we don't want to, but we try. Kirsten, thanks for the 5. Thank you for teaching my baby Democratic brain. I've been a Democrat since 2018, but you've explained the government protocols. Is there any possibility of impeachment? As I just said to somebody before, I don't think so. Not for the next 2 years, unless like something so egregious happens that at least like one Republican is like, Emily, thanks for the 15. Much love from Norway, Harry and Chris. It gives me such hope. I can't fucking read, dude. It gives me such hope to see both smart and devoted young men standing up for what y'all believe in and not allowing yourselves to be silenced. I love you and all that you do. Even though I'm not directly affected by it, you're doing amazing things for your country. Keep going. 3. Also, Chris missed my PayPal, I think.
I love
He's going to get to it. But yeah, no, I appreciate you all the way from Denmark. I always love hearing like international people watching. It's really cool. So thank you so much for your support. Brianne, thanks for the 5 cents. Are you and Chris going to play and stream NCAA? Chris does not have his PlayStation with him right now. So
I don't, but I will. But very soon, very soon.
Jennifer, thanks for the 3. Again, your patience and ability to be objective is super admirable. I'd be in jail, TikTok or real jail if I had to deal with these complete. Yeah. P.S. Riss is looking naked. Let me fix it. Oh, golly, I like the sound of that, man. Drop it. No, she's talking about bracelets. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no shit, dumbass.
Ronna Lee, I want to. Oh, I don't think I could read that on TikTok Live.
What?
No, it's not. It's she's saying she wants to like. I guess I could say she wants to bang her head against the wall listening to these people.
Oh, that's.
But I was just, I don't know. Daniela, thanks for the 1. I'm back. You look kind of upset, so I want to say how much your lives and advocacy brighten my day, educate me, give me hope for the future. I hope we can do the same for you. As always, you're a gorgeous human being, LMAO, inside and out. Well, Danielle, I appreciate that. This live has been very annoying. I can't even lie. Some of these people. Audrey, thanks for the 5 as well. Looking gorgeous as ever tonight. I love you. Audrey, I love you back. I think you're fantastic and you're amazing. Thanks, Nasa, for the $1. Are you a Pedro Pascal fan? Yeah, I mean, I don't really don't really follow his stuff, to be honest. Karina, thanks for the 2. I can't believe it's been less than a week. I don't know if I'll make it 4 years. Yeah, that's also, I was having that conversation with someone the other day. I was like, it's only been like 4 days. Dax, thanks for the 1. You won't be frustrated on our date tomorrow. Jeez Louise. Chrissy, thanks for the 1. Mag is the reason why I need a drink before bed. Yeah. Larry, thanks for the 1. I'm not reading out that terrible Kendrick lyric. Don't say that to me. Mariana, thanks for the 1 cent again. We got a lot of acai bowls in Brazil. Annie, thanks for the 69 cents. Do you Elon is running the wheel? Yes, probably. President-elect Elon. Alexia, thanks for the 5. At this point, I can only watch your lives with Chris for the incredibly funny banter and chat donations. I'm cackling. What, you don't like the lives alone? Sorry. Alexia, thanks for the 5. I appreciate you. We appreciate you a lot. Thank you so much. Brianne, thanks for the 5 cents again. Let Mickey up. Mickey can come up. Tegan, thanks for the 241. Love from Australia. The compassion and empathy you and Chris show is admirable. I don't think we're... People always say, like, oh, the patience is so great, the compassion you show. It's like, I'm pretty mean. Andrea, thanks for the 1. Why isn't Chris in his new apartment? I love you. He is trial. Charlie, thanks for the 30 cents.
I don't have trial. I'm in Atlanta because I had to get... There was a doctor's appointment that I had to have in person. I didn't have a choice.
It's trial. All right, if you're MAGA, let me know in the chat. I'll bring you up and we can talk.
Annalise, thanks so much for $2.
Make sure to drop a follow if you haven't already as well for both Chris
Annalise,
and
I can type in the comments for some advice. I appreciate you reaching out. I want to read a lot. I appreciate you a lot, seriously. Bianca, thanks so much for 50 cents. You can...
Hello.
Let's go. 1 second.
Bianca, I don't know. That's a really good question. I think it's easy, and I fall into this a lot, to go down the rabbit hole of what comes next. And sometimes I've learned in politics for 2 years that Harry's had to often tell me. I have had many bad takes in private with Harry because my head goes down the rabbit hole of what this happened, which means this must happen, and then this is going to happen. And Harry says, I don't think. And what I've learned is that you have to take it a day at a time, and sometimes politics can take quick left turns. So not sure yet. Keep your head up. I'm proud of you. Claire, thank you so much for a cent. Why not? We'll see. Ava, thank you so much for $1. How do you say you don't support How do you say you don't support sex offenders, then play Drake?
What?
They're referencing like what Kendrick Lamar said about Drake, and then like how we're playing Drake.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Drake said Kendrick beat his wife.
I don't know that there's any evidence. I don't know, dude. Ava, I don't know. I try my best. I don't know. Hannah, I appreciate you a lot, Hannah. Don't apologize. I appreciate you a lot, Hannah. Seriously, $5 means the world. Oh my gosh, Jack and Piper's mom. It's always a pleasure. Your patience is admirable. I don't know how you do it. I'm sorry. This is a different person. Sarah, your patience is admirable. I don't know how you do it. Keep on keeping on. $10. That really means the world. Truly, you rock. Kennedy, deal. I got you $2. You fucking rock. Suzanne, thank you so much for $10. Thank you all for all that you do. Thank you for being here. It means the world. Jennifer, thanks for another $2. I also clenched my jaw. My dentist told me it was harmful. Breathe in through your nose and out through the mouth, according to my therapist. Love you. Jennifer, I appreciate you a lot. You fucking rock, W. Sophia, thanks for $1. Did I see the last one? What did you say? I was incapacitated. Oh, because of your night out in Chicago. I said, I'm sorry I wasn't there. Please don't become incapacitated. That's not a... Please be safe. Madison, thank you so much for $2. Yes. No, of course, Madison. Of course. It's politics is very hard. I appreciate you asking questions and being here. Claire, thanks for a cent. You rock. Addie, thank you so much for $5. Seeing other people scared about what's going on now makes me feel like I'm not overreacting about no one in my small Republican town not caring. Really appreciate all you guys doing. I really look up to you. Yeah, it's hard. Again, the mental trip. I appreciate you, and I know being a red dot or a blue dot in a red area can be very hard. So keep your head up. Thanks so much for $5. Tree, thanks so much for $2. Lastly, just realized this entire mentally exhausting week I've been telling myself one day at a time and couldn't remember where I got it from. You're in my head, dude. Get out. JK, love you. So glad you're on this earth. You saved me. Tree, I love you. Yeah, one day at a time. That's all you can do. You know, they say this will be the story that I will one day tell. When your kids are asking you, or your grandparents, or your friend, and they're like, God, whatever's going on in politics right now is so hard, and you'll chuckle and say, I lived through Trump. And they'll say, what was that like? And you'll say, I thought we weren't going to get through it. That's how you got to look at this. It'll be the story you one day tell. Trust. Hello?
Hello.
What's up? Claire, how did I lie to you? Oh, why'd you vote for Trump?
Well, his policies, of course, and
What policies are those?
well, specifically, the ones basically that will, solidify the United States as a country and an independent, sovereign nation. Again.
What?
Basically securing the borders,
Okay, so why did he kill the bipartisan immigration bill?
He didn't.
You don't know what that is?
I do.
Okay.
It just wasn't. It wasn't the best plan.
Okay, what was wrong with it?
Well, specifically, I'm not ready for that question right this second.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
I'm sorry.
But I like his appointment for the border security, and bro, you can't just ask me that.
What? I'm so confused. What are you saying?
I'm saying I like his stance on the border and that America's not just people's playground to come to whenever they feel like. Okay. Americans come first, and
so what? Okay, so
shout out Larry Liberty. Do you guys not believe that as well? I mean, what is a country? It's a place with borders and, a somewhat similar, culture inside. We can communicate with each other, speak each other's language.
All right. I'm sorry. I misheard something.
Agree?
Yeah, can we just back up for a second? Because I misheard a couple things. All right, I think I didn't hear a couple things. So, number one, you voted for Trump because of his policy on the border. What is that policy?
His stance on, immigration and the borders. To strengthen it.
So what policy did Biden or / Harris change or pass during their first administration that de-strengthened the border?
They just didn't necessarily do anything to address the issue of intense illegal immigration in massive numbers.
Okay, and the bipartisan border bill that Trump killed.
I mean, obviously it's not doing anything.
Okay, well, the bipartisan border bill wasn't passed. So, number one, that was 9 months before an election, and we had agreements from Republicans and Democrats. Joe Biden said he was going to sign the bill into law. It was the strictest border bill in the history of America. Approved or denied visas within 6 months, funded a massive amount of money to border security, new border agents, technology at the border, changed ports of entry, gave Biden the authority to close the border as the president, and required him to do so after a certain amount of encounters. Why did Donald Trump kill that bill?
He didn't want to use it. Look, that's a lot of good talk, but Trump's actually doing it.
No. But here's the problem: is that right now Donald Trump is not doing it because there is no bill in Congress to address these issues. And so I would argue that Trump cared more about himself in that moment politically than the American people. If he actually cared about doing something, we had a bill on the table that was bipartisan and Republican and Democrats agreed on. This issue could be much different right now if he would have agreed to it. And right now he's not suggesting passing anything through Congress.
Well, what issues do you have with what he's currently doing?
Well, I'm trying to figure out what he is currently doing, because for the record,
you can watch literal videos.
Okay, I don't care about videos. I care about numbers. So for the last 6 months, we've had lower border crossing numbers than at a lot of points under the Trump administration. November of 24 or October of 24, we had 50-ish thousand encounters at the border. In May of 2019 under Trump, there was 150,000. So again, after Joe Biden signed an executive order around asylum seeking, we saw our immigration numbers and the encounters at the border go down a lot. Number two, I don't know what Donald Trump's doing right now around this. I don't understand.
Well,
he's signing executive orders to try to get ICE to go around to different places and deport people.
Well, look, Trump's not evil. He's not just deporting any and everybody.
Yeah, actually, I think Trump cares more about himself than anybody else, including the will of the American people. If you define that as evil, then I think he's evil.
Well, there's solid proof against that. It's very easy.
Why? Really? Do you believe that the 2020 election was stolen?
No,
Okay.
no.
No, fantastic. So Donald Trump believes it was stolen. He hasn't conceded, and he tried every single legal and illegal method to overturn it against all of the evidence he was getting from his key people and his administration. And he did that because he cares more about himself and retaining power than the will of the American people. There is no defense against that. There isn't. They don't exist.
The mail-in crap.
No, again, this is the most scrutinized election of all time. If you're going to go with the mail-in ballots, how come Donald Trump's Department of Justice, FBI, his children, his attorney general, a third-party source that he hired to come into the White House, they all testified under oath that they looked for the evidence and couldn't find it and told Trump it wasn't true. And he kept doing it anyway. He illegally went to 7 different swing states and had fake electors trying to claim that, Georgia, for example, went to Trump when it didn't. Those people were arrested, including Trump, for trying to defraud the United States government. He had the Department of Justice in the Oval Office trying to claim that they should tell the American public there was voter fraud. They said, sir, we can't find any evidence of it. He demanded it, and 2 DOJ officials resigned over that because they said it was a disgrace. 40 of his 44 cabinet members didn't endorse him because they all said something similar about how it was so disgraceful that he would put himself over the American people. There is no one in America, from the bottom of my heart, I think almost every single political issue is an opinion, but this one, you have to genuinely have no fucking idea what's going on to believe that Donald Trump cares about the American people more than himself. You have to be so entangled in either misinformation or just not care enough to do the research to believe that. It's like saying the sky is orange. It's just the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Well, okay. In rebuttal to that, I mean, Trump almost lost his life. He was already a billionaire. He's already rich before this.
So I think this is a really bad argument. Like, it's the argument that you're about to make is that he was a billionaire before this. So why did he do it?
Well, here, I'll finish and then respond because I mean, this is just my thinking. This is where it brings me. He can just be a rich person effing off somewhere and enjoying his riches. He literally almost lost his life. He's under freaking high stress. He's putting himself through crazy things. His businesses, he hasn't gotten richer.
Really? So 2 things. Even if, first of all, that's not true, and I'm going to debunk it in a second. But let's say for happenstance, I concede and I say he hasn't gotten richer. Again, I think that's like a really bad way to assess why people do things, right? Like basic criminal psychology, for example, is literally studying why people do things for illogical reasons. So, for example, Jeffrey Dahmer could have probably, like, his parents were fucked up. He could have gone a job and maybe go to therapy and figured out his life. Instead, he wanted to do something different. If we were all in Jeffrey Dahmer's situation, we probably wouldn't do that, nor could we explain why he wanted to do the horrible, terrible things he did. But he did them, right? Some people don't care about money. They care more about other things. I would argue Donald Trump in a lot of aspects is not really concerned about money. He's concerned about power. He's obsessed with power. And there's so much evidence for that already. What he did in his first term, what he's talked about now already, what he's doing in his second term, Project 2025 is practically coming to fruition. It's just absurd. Furthermore, Donald Trump has certainly already used this administration to enrich himself. He just launched a cryptocurrency and 4x'd his net worth overnight. He became $25 billion richer in 3 days.
Well, I mean, if you're able to do that.
So now the argument is that Trump does it because he cares. He's getting.
Well, I'm saying,
but you would admit it's a conflict of interest. You're claiming that he cares about the American people because he's not getting rich, but all of a sudden you think it's okay that 4 days before an inauguration, he 4x's his net worth off the American people?
I'm not saying that's okay, but do you see the passion, the work, do you not see it? Do you not see the fist in the air after almost getting shot, blood running down the face? It's just pure blood American. I mean, do you guys see this? Do you see
that statement meant nothing to me.
It's special. It's powerful.
It sounds like you have a bunch of feelings, and I don't really care about how the feelings. I care about what I've seen from Donald Trump, and that's over and over and over again. You cannot debunk that he's shown over and over and over again he cares more about himself, and he's using the presidency to enrich himself, his friends, and retain power.
But we're talking about feelings right now. We're talking about if he cares about the country.
Yeah, and I'm showing you evidence over and over and over that he doesn't care based on his actions. You're telling me he cares because you saw a video of him that made you feel good.
I'm not saying that explicitly. I'm saying, do you see the work he's putting in? He cares. He's putting effort.
I don't.
Talking to the people. He's showing you exactly what he's doing. Do you not like transparency?
The last 3 days of executive orders have shown me nothing but that he cares more about himself than the American people, and he in the presidency to enrich himself.
Okay,
Like,
so why
how
would
did
you
you feel
want to
about Project
declassify?
22?
Why does he want to declassify things?
I don't care about him First of all, again, it's interesting how like the whole campaign was run off like the price of eggs, and now we're talking about Greenland, the Panama Canal, declassifying stuff, and DEI, which does I don't get fantastic. All these documents are declassified. I can finally afford eggs. I don't give a fuck. How do you feel about Project 2025, for example?
Well, he denounced it clearly.
Okay,
he clearly denounced.
Okay, so and what was Project 2025?
It was a huge a long list of things and all. I didn't read it, but I know
but
it
he did. But he
it had some
denounced it.
extremist things
it
in
did.
it. Had some regular things in it.
Right. So the main premise of Project 2025 is called unitary executive theory. And the reason it was extreme is because it's arguing that the Constitution intends for the president to have essentially authority and be able to use three-letter agencies at will. So right now, like the department, the DOJ, the FBI, the CDC, all those three-letter agencies, they're largely independent from the presidency, and the presidency itself and the executive authority really doesn't bleed into that. And Project 2025, the entire argument starts that you should be able to flood these agencies with political loyalists, and you should be able to direct them to do things. And then that's where the extremist things that you hear about come into play, like using the CDC to go after and the FDA to go after women who are having abortions with surveillance, or using the Department of Justice and the FBI to go after political opponents and actually being able to talk to them privately, or, and having these agencies go through the White House as opposed to working independently. Donald Trump on day one signed Schedule F, which for the first time ever gives the president the ability to fire civil servants at three-letter agencies, people who work there, which he's already done, and replace them with political loyalists, which he's already done. And in those executive orders, it pretty much states, for all intents and purposes, that with this federal hiring freeze and the fact that Donald Trump is like firing a bunch of people, that now those new agencies, the way they work, they're going to go through the White House. That was the entire first half of Project 2025. He just did it in 3 days. You watched it. Like that was the entire argument. So
right, but Project 2025, it had some things in it that were like obvious. That doesn't mean he's doing Project 2025. Just because Project 2025
unitary executive theory is like really bad, because what's going to happen, is if we like put loyalists at three-letter agencies, the executive branch is going to become way too big, and it's going to become unchecked. And then it's going to be more, we're going to start to lose American democracy and how like our country functions.
But this is the pro-American party. This is the one that's trying to bring freedom and secure and make sure Americans are living good lives. How do you guys just not see that, Harry?
I think
it's not fucking true,
Mr. Liberty. Shout out, Mr.
I think if like a 6th grade Gov 101 test came to your desk and you had to take it and get at least a 70% for life or death, you'd fail.
Well, there's no reason to try to insult people's intelligence. I'm a very common man. I mean, don't you want us to vote with you? Like, this is why you guys lose voters. You think that because a teacher told you something, now you know everything about the world.
No, first of all, why we lose voters is a variety of reasons, but it's now we're at the 3 days into a Trump administration, and I'm just actively telling you that I'm not understanding what you're saying. I'm sorry.
I just said is that just because he does something that was in Project 2025, like Project 2025 had regular stuff in it too.
Hold on,
it had some extreme.
Time magazine just did an analysis, and they found that 2/3 of Donald Trump's executive orders are either identical or mirror policies from Project 2025. 2/3. And if you're curious about this, I tweeted about it. I posted on my TikTok. You can go look at the specific instances, but 2/3. So this is Trump. This was Trump the entire time. We know this was Trump because back in 2022, he was at a Heritage Foundation dinner talking about their plan for America, that they were going to release an outline for the next conservative administration. Sounds really familiar.
Okay, but he doesn't say nothing as extremist that he does. The most extreme thing he did was bring the AB rights to the state.
Deploying the military to the border on day one when there's no reason to, for when it's just for show, I would describe as extreme. Signing an executive order to pardon people who beat police officers and invaded the Capitol on his behalf so that he could steal an election he didn't win is extreme. Pulling out of the WHO, pulling out of the Paris Climate Accord, all this crap that he's still doing. That is all extreme. We have never had a president since for the existence of the WHO. We've never had a president be like, yeah, let's pull out of the World Health Organization, which allows the United States to collaborate with other countries on creation of flu vaccines every year, the creation of the COVID vaccine, the responding to regional outbreaks of different viruses, having a global database of different virus strains that if it pops up, we can get the WHO gets a strain and distributes it to countries so they can make vaccines to fight it. This has never happened.
We were
before.
getting ripped off by them. We paid way more. Yes, we paid.
Wait. I'm gonna let you speak now. Here, go ahead. I'm gonna bounce for a sec. I'll be back though.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Are you? Oh, he's leaving. Oh, okay. Sorry, go ahead.
He's a nice guy. But we were paying the WHO, I think, $400 million, and that's like almost $1 million per our citizens.
No, we were paying. Actually. I think we're paying in the 130.
Okay, it might be 130, but China was only paying like a fraction of that.
Because our economy is
just making people take advantage of America because we make so much money and they think we're just all this rich country.
It's not. Hold on.
Overspend in our government. That's why
our economy is bigger than China's. So we can afford more. And also, when Donald Trump back in 2020, this is why the WHO is so actually significant.
Is our economy bigger than China's now?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
I think China has.
Our economy is outgrowing China's right now.
Okay, it's close though. It's
close. It's close, but we're currently like growing faster than China is growing. So maybe I should phrase it like that: that we are currently growing faster than China is growing.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think people in the chat are also like number one in GDP. I believe that we are. But anyway, point is, having like influence in the WHO is incredibly important because the United States, since we are like the kind of like seen as the top dog in the WHO, the top agreement, we help coordinate with other smaller countries that in other agreements wouldn't typically be available. So we, the United States, get to build relationships through the WHO by providing things like medicine and vaccines and just guidance to these smaller countries, which typically we wouldn't be able to contact them. We wouldn't have any other agreement with them. So that influence and that building between them is really important, that building of relationships. If we, the United States, are out of that agreement, I guarantee you that China is going to step up and take that role. They want to build these relationships with countries. They will do that. They will start providing the medicine and the resources necessary to survive. And that builds a relationship between China and the United States. So pulling us out of the WHO, taking us out of the most significant world medical organization and agreement, and taking us out of that influence role and taking us away from that data sharing is so stupid. And that's what Donald Trump just did. More Americans are going to become sick. More countries are going to be pushed away from the United States, and our enemies are going to get stronger, and they will dictate global health policy, not us.
Okay, but there's also things